Gauri, good morning. Pratiksha, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay. So, no, as I'm saying, you don't need to put the AC is working. No? There is no remote here. Okay. So, why I had told you all to do this short presentation, because HR interviews, if you are asked, you won't have anything to show, right? That is why I want to just check and kind of, guide you all that how will you speak about your project to the HR guy. Okay, not the technical. See, the technical probably you will have to have maybe you'll have to show it on a drawing or something like that, or he may ask questions regarding in a more technical way. All right. So most of the time the tech trainers now tech interviewers, they already have those charts ready. All right, or they have laptops. This thing, they might just share the screen and they might ask you to, okay, now you can kind of fill this up, right? So they will ask you to do the graph then and there at times, right? But for HR, it's usually verbal. I told you, what the HR is looking for, how you went about doing the project. So they want to check your goal setting, time management, problem solving, okay, how proactive you are, any challenges which you could avoid, right? So all of that. So you have to prepare the answer from that angle, right? Remember, business communication, who is the audience, right? Uske hisab se you have to frame the answers, right? So that is why I told you all to just kind of, I gave you the flow, need not follow the entire flow. You can skip in between, but that is what is expected. All right. So that is why let's have a quick round of presentations to check this, how you're going with the flow of your presentation. Basically an answer for the HR round. All right. Please explain your project if they say. Again, you cannot go more than 2 to 3 minutes. All right. Remember, what they are looking for is your soft skills from the project rather than technical skills. All right. You'll be asked the same question, of course, in the technical round as well. But there you have to be more technical in terms of answering, right? So that is one. I will try and ask Supriya ma'am to come on Friday, so that she will help you how to speak in terms of the technical presentations, so that will help you in for the next Wednesday's this thing also, and she'll check the resumes as well. Okay. Sorry, is he coming? Where is he? I will see, because Supriya is the internal Ematicus trainer, so maybe she must be having some idea. Let's see if he is there or whoever. But Friday I will ask them, one of them, to come. Right? Okay. So let's start with your presentations. Doesn't matter even if you go wrong, as I said, right? So let us just see, because these 3 to 4 answers are sure shot. Elevator pitches, I guess more or less everyone is prepared, right? Did everyone send the video? Who is remaining? Elevator pitch video. Send. Send. Rishabh got his elevator pitch right now. So now he will practice. Then he will send it to me. Right? By this time, everyone should have been prepared at least for the elevator pitch, right? And for the situation answers and the project presentations. Okay. Then more or less the other answers we'll quickly discuss. All right. Chalo. Who starts? Come. Okay. Explain about your project. Come. Pick up any project, but remember what the HR is looking for. You have to put it across that way. Okay. Remember, during your interviews, you may not have this in hand. Doesn't matter. Okay, go ahead.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. My name is Rupali Borde, and I am standing here to share my project with you. I have done project on car insurance. Objective of this project is to predict whether customer is going to take insurance or not. First of all, what is car insurance?
Hold on. You're very distractive. Gudi Padwacha divshi, she's like getting. Okay, don't disturb.
Objective of this project is to predict whether the customer is going to take insurance or not. First of all, what is car insurance? Car insurance is insurance for cars, trucks, motorcycles, and other road vehicles. Its primary use to provide financial protection against physical damage or bodily injury resulting from traffic collisions. I use Tableau to create different kind of relationships from this data of car insurance. In our India, third-party insurance is mandatory. Third-party insurance is mandatory in India. It is insurance. Suppose meet with an accident, then the losses made by customers to other property is made by company, and then company pay the amount for the losses. The specific terms of vehicles insurance vary with legal regulations in the region. From this project, I conclude that by doing this analysis, company can predetermine the chances of accepting the car insurance or not. So the customers whose chances are lower to accept car insurance, then company can reduce the time and money they are spending on that customers. Thank you.
Any statements you feel which were not necessary? Definition of insurance is not important, right? Understand what is the HR looking for. Okay. So I have done a project on not car insurance. What can be the better this thing? Vehicle insurance, car insurance, but whether
Insurance. Accepting the car insurance.
customers ka company.
Customers.
No, so I have done a project on analysis of car insurance or how can I put it that way? If the predicting if the customers are willing to buy car insurance. So I have done a project on. So directly you start with the objective only, na? Okay. I have done a project on I have done a project on on predicting whether customer is going to take car insurance. Okay, car insurance. Okay, predicting. I've done a project on prediction or predicting. Okay, no objective. Okay, okay, you can cancel. Okay, now I use Tableau. Why you use Tableau? Okay, so since Tableau is a data visualization tool, I use this. Okay, see, I told you guys why you use that particular this thing, right? So tail heads, right? Because it is this. Okay, any what are the parameters? Any parameters असतात का इकडे? Okay. Okay, so columns and rows मध्ये काय कसं mandatory in India? हाँ, that's exactly. Family members. हाँ, मग हे सगळं लिही ना. Because it is the insurance supposed to be met. This is again, you are just explaining about third party insurance. Think about it, Rupali, that if I am the HR person, am I interested in knowing what is a third party insurance or what is a car insurance? You know, you are. Right? But I'm telling you all now. Just
your decision prediction without outcome and income RPM.
No, just talk about see what was the prediction. One, okay. Secondly, I use Tableau. Why you use Tableau? All right, that's one. And maybe the columns, you can say what we had considered was about the family members or what types of cars, brands of cars, right? So talk about the data. So what was the data, and the data madhun what exactly you concluded? Any challenges you faced, any problems you faced, all right? So the I don't think so there are any outliers or anything, right? But in some of this thing, you have to kind of predict the outliers and kind of, right? So all of that. But don't talk about all these things, right? Because I don't, so specific terms of insurance. This can be one of the specific terms of vehicle insurance vary with legal regulations in each region, right? From this project, I conclude that this analysis can predetermine the. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, accuracy वगैरे पण नाहीये ना काही. This conclusion is fine. याच्यामध्ये फक्त speak about the data and what are the parameters or the columns and this thing, right? Take हे काढून टाक दोन, right? See, that's what I said. What is the HR expecting? Okay, goal setting. How did you go about? How much time you took to do this? How much time you took to do this? So it took me around 1 week to complete this data kutun research kela, right? So speak about those things. Techani tumcha research. How do you research? How do you set your goal? How did you plan this project? Planning ka soda tuja. What did you plan? Step by step. So my steps were, first I collected the data. How did you collect the data? Right? Techanantar, what was the step? Sorry? So put all that ना. मग ते आहे ना 3 मिनिटांमध्ये तुम्हाला एवढं सगळं एक्सप्लेन करायला.
डेटा डिस्क्रिप्शन पण करायचं, डिसिजन प्रेडिक्शन, आउटपुट आणि इन्कम, लेबर मार्केट, रिअल एस्टेट, कन्झम्पशन आणि एक्सपेंडिचर.
तुझं is the same project?
Support decision prediction.
So these things, process is same. That's what I told you, na. See, all of you all.
Data explain करायचं.
thoda sa data. See, how did you research? See, guys, I gave you the flow that day. I gave you the flow that day, right? So put it in that flow, na. HR guys, they want to know about all these things. You need not get into technical, but what were the steps? How long did you take, right? So that is, you can put up that way also. The data. What did you say right now about
Output, income, labor market, real estate, consumption and expenditure.
So these are all your parameters, na? Exactly. So speak about that. So these were considered, all right? And yes, these were, and then how did you research about the data, right? Anyone else who's written? Say. Just say. I want to see the flow.
Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Tejas Mure and today I will share some insights about my project. I have done a project on topic phishing domain detection. Now you all wonder what is phishing. Phishing is a popular among attackers because it is easier to target someone to click a fake website that appears to be authentic than it is to break through a computer's protection. The main objective of the project is to predict whether the domain are real or fake. So in my project, I got a data set of 85,000 plus records and 112 attributes on which I have to predict whether the website is real or fake. I have applied more than 10 machine learning algorithms to get the best model performance and accuracy out of it. The project was quite difficult as I had to do some research to learn about this field. I have applied 5 feature engineering techniques, feature scaling, oversampling technique to present this complex project into simple form. It took almost a month for me to complete this project individually, from getting the data set, data pre-processing, data analysis, feature selection, feature scaling, model building, model testing. Things like Flask, HTML, and deployment was also done, which I learned externally. And as an output, I make my own website, which predict whether a website is real or malicious or fake. By doing this project, I learned new softwares like Microsoft Azure and Power BI. And I have also learned how machine learning, API, and analysis helps us to find solution in real world scenarios.
Before I could only say, did you see the difference?
Yeah.
Huh? I mean, I was looking from the HR perspective, right? I can see that, yes, how he researched, and see, he did not go too technical also. And talking about these softwares and all, absolutely fine. I got to know how he was, how he had planned, how did he do the research, what were his, the parameters which he considered, right? How did he actually go about doing that or testing that, where he created his own website, right? To test that. So all of this, it actually shows that he is going beyond to solve these kind of problems, right? Plus he did some he learned some software externally, used those softwares, right? So any challenges? What challenges you spoke about?
जो फीचर स्केलिंग ओवर सैम्पलिंग टेक्निक और फीचर इंजीनियरिंग टेक्निक है, वो प्रोजेक्ट जो कॉम्प्लेक्स था उसको सिंपल करने के लिए ये किया था, मैंने लर्न किया था.
हाँ, okay, right. Don't use words like difficult. Use challenging. Okay, never use difficult as a word. Always use challenging. All right. Now tell me, what was the difference, Rupali? So this is the HR answer. Neeraj got it, right? This is what I'm expecting, because I want to see your soft skills in all of these things, right? Your goal oriented, your problem solving abilities, your how much your time management, right? And how you are actually testing. So when he actually said that he actually made his that website to check for this, so he's been thorough in his output. He also spoke about his learnings, right? This is what, as an HR, I want the answer. Okay. Anyone else who's prepared? Yes, Mahesh.
Hello everyone, my name is Mahesh and I am standing before you to share about my project. I have done a project on IPL player rankings using PGA algorithm. So as we all know that IPL is very popular among all of us. It is a domestic cricket played by various teams representing cities of India. For example, Mumbai Indians, Bangalore, Chennai Super King. Have you ever thought that how is the ranking of players is done in IPL? As there is auction every season before actual tournament starts, there are franchise of different teams by players. So the price of players depend on the performance in previous year. So in my project, I have done rankings of players based on their performance using PCA algorithm. PCA is a dimensionality reduction technique. So performance of players is affected by factors such as batting strike rate, total runs, total wickets, bowling strike rate made by the players in entire season. So every factor is depending on each other. So there is a multicollinearity in a data set. That's why I used PCA here. I calculate eigenvalue for optimal number of PCs and eigenvector so that I can rank the player by combining eigenvector and sorting them into descending order. So the player who have high eigenvector will come first. It took me 1 month for doing this project. By doing this project, my learnings are how to work as a team, my analytical skills, presentation skill, and I have also learned how machine learning algorithm deploy on real-world data.
Now you have presented this where you're supposed to present it to people, right? When you have to answer this in the interviews, you can remove that IPL this thing, right? You can directly start by I've done a project on how the selection of IPL cricketers are made. All right. Any challenges you faced there? Did you face any challenges? No, I want you to write the challenges because it talks about how you are probably if any challenges you thought would come before, so how you avoided those challenges, or how did you solve. So write about some challenges that way, right? So see, this is how you can put it across, right? Anyone who else is prepared? Saurabh prepared? Neeraj? I give you exactly 10 minutes. Everyone has to prepare it right now. Okay. Gauri, Pratiksha, have you prepared your answer for this short project presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Let's hear
ma'am.
Gauri. Let's hear Gauri. Shh. Shh. Okay, if you're not able to hear, because I guess people are not switched that on, you can just log in quickly. Mobile
Hello.
on kar- listen. You just have to listen. All right. Yes, Gauri, start.
Hello, everyone. My name is Gauri Zade. I would like to talk about my project on red wine quality. The project is focused on predicting the quality of red wine. The project contains information on various physicochemical properties such as acidity level, sugar content, pH, and the quality of wine, which is rated on the scale of 0 to 10. I choose this project to explore the relationship and the overall impact of the quality of
Gauri,
wine by
Gauri,
using.
your video, we are not able to hear you. Just switch off your camera. Now start. Yeah, now it's better. Start again.
Yes, ma'am.
Your voice
Hello,
was
everyone. My name is Gauri Zade. I would like to talk about on my project, which is red wine quality. The project is focused on predicting the quality of wine. The project
Listen to
contains
this.
information on various physicochemical properties such as sugar content, acidity level, pH, and the quality of wine, which is rated on the scale of 0 to 10. I choose this project to explore the relationship between chemical properties and overall impact on the quality of wine using machine learning and statistical techniques. The project aimed to gain insight the factors that contribute to the high quality wine production. I divided the project into three parts: data pre-processing, exploratory data analysis, and the model building. In data pre-processing, I process the data by cleaning it, finding missing values and outliers, transforming data using feature scaling, and normalize the data. The exploratory data analysis is used to identify important features and potential correlation to helpful for develop the model. For building machine learning model, I use Python programming tool in Jupyter Notebook environment. And for data visualization, I use Matplotlib and Seaborn packages. I face challenging tasks while selecting an appropriate machine learning algorithm and optimizing its hyperparameter. To solve this issue, I use techniques such as grid search, random search, and cross validation to find the best combination of hyperparameters for the model. My contribution in this project to convert the rating scale of wine to category form, which help to build the classification model. I applied right classification algorithm to increase the accuracy of the model. Uh, uh, it took near about 1 week to complete this project, and the outcome of the project is to identify that alcohol is the main factor that affects the wine quality most. This model would be useful for the winemakers to improve their wine quality for higher production, and for consumers to make informed purchasing decision. Thank you.
Do you hear? Absolutely fantastic, Gauri. Superb, superb. I mean, I don't. That's what I was telling. Please don't write, listen to her. Everything was so perfect for an HR answer. Why did she choose this project? How will this project help to whom? What were the challenges she faced? All right. And she properly, how did she divide into those parts? Right. Everything is important. That's what. So from this, I would understand how she went about doing the entire project. Her style of working, I got to know. Her goal setting, I got to know. Her problem solving abilities, decision making abilities, I got to know. And how can she be beneficial to our organization? That's what she's explained, because why she chose and who this project will be beneficial to, right? So that's what I said, that this is what as an HR interviewer, I want to know all about this, right? And I guess 2.5 minutes ho gaye the. I was calculating, which is absolutely perfect, right? So I want all of you to write it this way right now. I gave you those, and she's put it in my this thing only, the flow, right? But keeping in mind, see guys, by this time you should be aware now that what is it that I want to know, right? So every sentence you write, always remember ki is this, isse kya pata chalega, okay? And write some sort of challenges, because wahan se aapka problem solving abilities and decision making skills pata chalte hain, right? So Mahesh, rewrite as an answer, okay, not as a presentation, this thing, right? 2-3 minutes ka answer chahiye. Chalo, from everyone. Pratiksha Goel, Pratiksha Sanas, are you
Yes,
guys
ma'am.
ready? You both ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's hear Pratiksha's also. Start.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Pratiksha Goyal. My project is about the prediction of the quality of red wine on the basis of some features. Wine is a beverage made from the fermented grape and other fruit juices with the lower amount of alcohol content. I chose this project to see how the fundamental features which are responsible for the affecting the quality of the red wine. This project has many advantages, as red wine has many benefits for health. It prevents from cancer, it lowers the high blood pressure, also helps in digestion, and many more. Quality of red wine is very essential for both manufacturer and consumers perspective. Quality increases the sales of product, and more sales give more profit to the company. Consumer always prefer the best quality of product and which are good for health. Main objective is to predict the quality of wine using machine learning. First thing was to assign the task. We done data description, data pre-processing, data visualization, and splitting data set and applying models, and got results of the project. For dataset, I downloaded it from the Kaggle website. I used Python programming language because Python is very simple and consistent language. We use Jupyter Notebook. We use different packages in Python like Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, etc. I have done data visualization, data pre-processing for the project. My team member converted quality into categorical and applied the model. I faced some challenges during the project by applying algorithms and accuracy of the model. I increases accuracy by doing feature scaling again. We done time management to avoid overworked. I worked on this project for 2 weeks. From this project, I conclude that the two most important features among all attributes alcohol and sulfur dioxide. Volatile acidity contributes acidity taste and have negative correlation to wine. Most important factor to decide quality of wine is alcohol. Alcohol, high concentration of alcohol leads to better quality of wine. Thank you.
Pratiksha, well presented. Yours was also very good. Just a couple of things. You started with we or I. You have to first tell how many team members were there. So we were 4 who were doing that, and then you can speak about that. Right? Then I guess you have elaborated a lot about the manufacturing and consumers and all. That you can put it in your conclusion. Right, a better
Okay,
quality of my wine leads to better sales, better productivity, and
yes,
better
ma'am.
sales. Right.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
this
ma'am.
is what you can put in the, and need not define red wine. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Everyone knows that. You need not define the red wine. Just say this was your project, why you chose it.
Okay, ma'am.
Right. Very good. You also put it very. See, these people can do it. Why can't you all doing that now? Doing नहीं, ये करके लाना था. I mean, here you are wasting time now. I could have done something productive, but nahi, I'm not leaving you till you do this answer, complete this answer. Okay, Gauri, Pratiksha, let's wait. These most of them have not completed, but I'm not leaving the class till you complete this. Because it's a short question, guys. Why do you want to, the marks क्यों? Right. Those who have written, let me check.
Hello everyone, it is my pleasure to extend the project to you. Recently, we worked on a project named as ATM Intrusion Detection System. The team was of 2 members. Nowadays, cyber attacks are increasing and making more loss to the companies and their customers. This is the reason behind working on this project. The main objective of the project is to predict the cyber attack is harmful or harmless. The project was very challenging because the data set was very large and complex, as well as data was not clean. Our goal was to build a generalized model with a good accuracy. To achieve this, we divided the project into several phases with specific objectives. In the first phase, I spent time on data processing, which included various new technologies that I had to learn. In second phase, team members tasked to identify important variables which impact on harmful attacks. Next, we built a machine learning models on the data. We used various libraries like NumPy, Pandas, scikit-learn, and Matplotlib. Due to dividing the project into various phases, we completed the project in 1 month. Overall, the project was a success and our team was able to work collaboratively to analyze complex data. I learned how to effectively communicate with teammates and divide tasks based on their strengths. Thank you.
Quite good. How was it? Now just convert that into the answer. I mean, you don't have to start that I'm here to share and all. So if I ask you, please explain your project, or they can ask you, what is your style of working on a project? Give an example of your project. So there can be multiple questions like this. Take the answer. All right. And remember what he is looking for. Yash, आपका elevator pitch अभी तक नहीं set नहीं है. I want the elevator pitch. कहाँ लिखा है?
मतलब लिखा था वो वही बोला है.
But I told you it is तो कहाँ लिखा है वो? I want to correct that. हाँ. Because I told you it's absolutely not up to the mark. Next Friday is your this and your elevator pitches are not yet ready. Rishabh, by tomorrow I want that video of elevator pitch. Huh? Absolutely. And confidently. Right, everyone. Who else is ready? Gajana, are you ready with your? This project answer. Elevator pitch पहले आता है या इसके बाद अगर elevator pitch ये नहीं ना they won't even ask you this question. हाँ उधर से ही टाटा बाय बाय होगा. Wait. Start. Project. ज प्रोजेक्ट परत म्हण प्रोजेक्ट no seriously otherwise MTI साठी they might cut marks that's why project
Today I am sharing brief about my project. I have done project on IPL ranking using PC algorithm. IPL is professional 2020 championship cricket league in India and it become very popular on cricket fans worldwide. That's why we decided to work on this topic. The main objective of this project is to rank the batsmen and bowlers on the basis of their performance. In our data set, information of batsmen and bowlers data was combined. So first we sort data and I worked on bowlers data and my partner works on batsman data. There were multicollinearity present, that's why we decided to use PC algorithm. PC is dimensionality reduction method which transform a large set of variables into a smaller one that still contains most of the information in large set. To make optimal number of principal components, I use eigenvalue, and to rank players, I use eigenvector. The player which have high eigenvector will be ranked first. This ranking will help to franchise to select players for next year option. It took 1 month for completing this project. From this project, I learned how From this project, I learned how to work in a team and problem-solving abilities, and how to present myself to other people.
present pronouns just take current when you're speaking to the HR these were your learnings okay challenges बद्दल लिहिलंस ना what were the challenges
Batsman and bowlers data was combined, so we first
separate perfect so Akanksha I want you to say this without speaking so both of you all go outside practice this you can speak without this fantastic come Sikho Yash Rishabh Sarang how are you ready with your elevator pitch she's already ready with her project presentation project answer I'm sorry. It won't be just 35 batch. It will just be Akanksha. That's it. Okay? She's not representing all of you all. She's representing herself because placement ki bari aayegi. Only she's going to get through them. Go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Akanksha. Today I am sharing brief about my project. I have done project on IPL player ranking using PC algorithm. IPL is professional 2020 championship cricket league in India and it become very popular in all cricket fans worldwide. That's why we decided to work on this topic. In our data set, bowlers and batsman data was combined. So we sort this first and I worked on bowlers data and my partner works on batsman data. There were multicollinearities present. That's why we use PC algorithm. PC is dimensionality reduction method, which transform large set of variables into small one that still contains most of the data in large cell. To make optimal number of pieces, I use eigenvalue, and to rank the players, I use eigenvector. The player which have high eigenvector will be ranked first. This ranking will help to franchise to select player for next year option. This took approximate one month to complete this project. From this project, I learned how to work in a team and my problem solving ability.
Wonderful. त्याचा काही आउटकम वगैरे असतो का आउटकम अँड ऑल रँकिंग येते ओके परफेक्ट देयर इज नो accuracy or in this great who else is prepared Yash देखते speak
Hello everyone, my name is Yash and I made a project on restaurant rating prediction. The restaurant rating prediction project is an ML project that aims to predict the rating of a restaurant based on various factors such as location, ambience, price range, and customer reviews. The goal of the project is to create a predictive model that can give a accuracy which can help customer to make a right choice about a restaurant. The project typically involves collecting and cleaning data from various sources, such as creating a model using suitable ML algorithm. I also removed null values and outliers. And once the model is trained, it can be used to predict the rating based on their features. So one thing I faced here was when I was applying linear regression, the accuracy of the model was very less. It was like nearly about 26%, which is very less. After that, after taking some help from one of my friends, Tejas Mule, and Google also, I got.
Are you going to tell this to the interviewer? Then Tejas Moe will get placed. Then the interview will be like, who's Tejas Moe? Please send him here. Research. I took help from the Google, or I researched and
I got to know that you can apply random forest regressor too. So when I applied random forest regressor, the accuracy was 82% on trained data and 84% on test data, which is good fit. Overall, the restaurant rating prediction project is a value application of machine learning. It can help customer make better dining decisions and assist restaurant to improve their services based on customer feedback.
good. What were the null values and outliers?
Missing data.
What was the missing data? Acha, blank values. Acha. So you don't have anything specific over there, some reviews or anything. Okay, ठीक है. So this is fine. One thing you can add is that your learnings, that first you applied this linear regression and then you actually applied random forest, which was so so what was the learning? So my learnings also was that I should explore various models to get the high accuracy, right? Something like that. So last me AB learning, because you showed here that first you did this. And did you say why did you apply linear regression first?
Because number data and
But then yes, but then I was still not getting the accuracy, which is why I explored more and I saw this. So my learnings were that there should be multiple, or I should research more about or use multiple algorithms to get the highest accuracy, right? So that you can write at the last. My learnings were. Rest is fine. What was the last thing? What did you conclude?
To assist restaurant in
Where did you write? What were your learnings from this? Wahan pe likho. Your learnings, the outcome. What did you learn about this? Right. Okay. So never talk about I took a help from a friend or I took a help from. Just you have to speak about your own credibility, na? Okay, I know that you have your friendships and your teamwork and all, but finally, when it comes to cracking a job interview, it is obviously you yourself, no? That's true. Anyone who's prepared? Say. Gayatri, are you prepared? Uma, are you prepared? Are you, Akash, are you prepared? Say first. Wait, let us say first. Start.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Aarti Kate. I would like to share a brief about project on Superstore market. I have done project on Tableau. I collect the data from Canvas. So dashboard is a collection of cards and sheets. Now we dig down into the data and find some insights for Superstore marketing. Cards like as a customer spend, total orders, net profit, product, etc. Sheets like across statewide will select any one state, reflect to other sheets, show this state sales report. Category analysis will predict how much sales of a particular product. In this project, I observed that sales are more, profit are less. That much not good for businessmen. When profit is more, that much is important for business. When customers are repeated month for this state, we can give special discount so sales can also decrease. In this data, two types of customers. Customers who purchase only one time and never come back, and customers who purchase and always come back. They have existing customers and new customers. When not coming new customers this month, it's in loss. So we only depend on old customers. Sales increases also, return rate also increases. From this project, I conclude that go in the dashboard by finding the right data and using proper charts. I learned how to work on dashboard for businessmen.
Introduction में did you started directly with done a project on superstore market what? नहीं but project तो now है but the objective should be at the start. No, I've done a project on prediction of the total number of customers. What was it about? Outcome काय फक्त सुपर म्हणजे जसं ओके आय डन अ प्रोजेक्ट ऑन कार इन्शुरन्स अरे बट प्रोजेक्ट ऑन कार इन्शुरन्स म्हणजे काय you have to write about that objective state wise ha मग predicting नाही का finding is it a prediction or is it a study analysis. So the project on analysis of the sales of a supermarket, that should be the start, right? Okay. I have done a project on the analysis of sales or sales analysis of a supermarket, right? That. Okay, so that should be the start. See, I told you introduction should be that grabbing one, right? Because if you start with this, I'll be like, oh, I lose interest. Okay. The objective should be the pinpoint. Yes, Uma.
Hello everyone, my name is Uma Maji. Today I would like to talk about the project that's name is Decision Prediction in the US using machine learning algorithm. This project seeks to use the machine learning algorithm such as PCA, KNN and logistic regression to analyze the microeconomic data and to detect the pattern that may indicate an impending recession. And important of this project is for the businessmen and investors to make an informed decision and to make prepare for and to mitigate the effect of the recession and the economic downturn. For that planning for this project, first I collected the data from the Kaggle website and the Fred Economic website. After collecting data, I did the EDA, exploratory data analysis, then data visualization. In the EDA, there are the challenges which I face such as outliers. Outliers are the data points which are significantly different from our data set and which affects our accuracy. So I did the outlier treatment, and another issue I face is about the overfitting. Overfitting issue is resolved using the pruning method, and after solving this issue, I performed different algorithms such as KNN and logistic regression. Then after data pre-processing and data visualization, I did the model building. In that, I split the data set in the test and train of the 80-20 ratio. After splitting the data set, I did the model building, and the overall accuracy for this KNN algorithm is about 95%, and while for logistic regression accuracy is about 91%. And the tools and the platform used for this are the Jupyter Notebook, then the libraries such as Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, and Plotly. And I completed this project individually within 3 months of the time period. And from overall project, I analyze and explore the different type of machine learning algorithm. And I conclude that there is a clear trend of the economic downturn that suggests that a recession will occur. So suggestion for this is that for most popular policy for any country to dig itself out of the recession is the expansionary fiscal policy. In that there is a two approach. First, we reduce the tax, and the second is increases the government spending. Thank you.
Yes. I'm really impressed. You made my Gudi Padwa, yaar. Seriously. Seriously, I mean, Gauri, Pratiksha, Uma, I mean, it's like really, really amazing. She even gave a solution also, direct government solutions, right? She didn't look at you, she was looking at me. Mom, she was looking at me. I am telling you all, partner ka karu, let it come. Now you understood, Neeraj? Ki now, see for many, only, no, he was saying ki technical ka, so I don't need technical this much. Now, yachamadets to me, whatever you speak about, madhe to me, technical to me, you can expand, right? When it comes to speaking about technical, or probably in your next Wednesday's this thing, take the same project, but you can now elaborate more on the technical part, right? That is what is more important. Okay. But yes, remember, whom are you speaking with? And I am wanting to know about this, about your problem solving attitude, your challenges, your goal setting, your objectives, and why did you choose that? All right. That is more important. Why did you choose this project and why did you choose this algorithm? Okay. So your reasoning out abilities also can be seen, right? Great, Uma. Rishabh, double practice now. Na आता pressure आलंय. हाँ. Next Friday. Next Friday. So this is what I will give an example of consistency. Day one person, all these whom you have seen, they've been doing their homework. They've been doing the practice from day one. Aarti Kate, I still haven't got your elevator pitch. Where is it? म्हणजे elevator pitch ready नाहीये पण हे project ready. I want your elevator pitch also. Check केली आहे मी. Check केली आहे का? Give. Who else is ready for the project? Rishabh, let's hear yours. Sarang, are you ready? Ha, Sarang to झालंय. Gayatri, are you ready?
Hello everyone, I am Guru Nandari. Thank you for giving me the opportunity and showing me interest in my project. I have done project on churn analysis. So what is churn? Churn is the while customer services and customer facing problem and unsatisfied with company services, the customer decide to leave the company. That term is called churn. By using web scraping and by using web, I have collected data. So data content was the customer's age, gender, from where he or she using services and monthly bills negative. While working on this data, I have faced many issues while predicting with the limited data. So to predict accurate, I have to choose and to divide data into subcategories. While doing subcategories, I have applied filters accordingly to make my data perfectly suitable for algorithm. Then I choose to Tableau to visualize and apply the filters and for preparing the graph so data become easy to understand. And this in this way I have made a dashboard on Tableau. Where you choose the category and you will what way the customer I have made dashboard where you choose the category and you will get the where the customer churn or not, and it was the 87% accurate to predict the churns. With this dashboard, the company may predict for customers and when to give the offers to the customer and avoid the churn.
Okay. You've written good, just avoid. Most people will be knowing about what is churning is, right? So don't write about the definition here. See, I'm just trying to make your answer concise, right? Yes, Agra, if you want an elaborate presentation, then you can write, say all of these things, right? But if it's an HR answer, 2 to 3 minutes, I don't need to understand about what the definition of red wine, or definition of car insurance, the definition of churn, right? HR ke liye to churning to pata hai what it is, right? So definitely it is not expected. So don't write the definition. Rest, I guess it was more or less great. But say it with energy, Rishabh. Huh? I mean, Bonvita PI. Whatever you, I want energy. So boost PO या Bonvita PO. I don't care. Red Bull PO. The Red Bull PO I want him to be grounded, but yes, he should be energetic. Yes, Gayatri, let's hear you out. Then what should I say about Tejas and Yash? Mahesh, Sarang. काही कारण देऊ नकोस. हा नाही तू कारण दे, देन इंटरव्ह्युअर्स पण कारण देतील. Why did we reject you? Please. हा. Say. Chalo, we have to do a lot.
Good morning, everyone. It's pleasure to talk about my project, Cloud Distraction Detection System. The main objective of project is to detect
Java.
It's pleasure to talk about my project, Driver Distraction and Detection System. The main objective of project is to detect driver's drowsiness through the eye movements and by warning detection. The motive behind choosing this topic is to give safe ride to the passenger and driver also. The project is part of computer vision, so I have live images as a data set. To detect the face and details, I have used DLEAD library and high-cascade algorithm, which is there in SQL. With that, I have used NumPy, Matplotlib, and Seaborn for visualization and calculations. I deployed this project using a website. Challenges faced in this project are learning and implementation of DLEAD libraries and high-cascade algorithms because that was new for me. By applying all technical skills, I successfully able to detect the drowsiness. It took 2 to 3 months to complete this project. From this, I got the chance to work on a real-time application of computer vision.
Short and sweet. Okay. Anyone else who's ready?
Akash.
Okay, he's going to tell the interviewer. Huh? Wait, sir. Wait. One second. Start. Saurabh.
Hello everyone, my name is Saurabh Bhanwade. I am here to talk about my project movie recommendation system. So the objective of my project is to recommend 10 movies which are similar to user input movies. So what is movie recommendation? As we now live in an era of abundance, for any given product, there are thousands of options to choose from. So to personalize this platform, the easiest and simplest way is to recommend the similar movies. I have used content-based recommendation system which takes summary of an input movie and finds similar movies using correlation method. The algorithm I have used here is Gaussian similarity, as it is more effective and efficient in accuracy. I have chosen this topic because I was curious how these songs on YouTube gets recommended, and this curiosity turned into interest, which finally helped me in maintaining my intent throughout this project. The challenges I have faced is by choosing ideal method of filtration, as there are various types of filtering process. I have used content based because it gives me precise result. The duration of this project is 7 days, and the maximum time was consumed during modulation of the data. The platform I have used is Jupyter Notebook, and I have taken unsolved data from a table of 3,000 Bollywood movies from 1960 to 2015. So the advantage of my project is it saves lots of time, and from business perspective, the more relevant movie a user finds, more will be the increase in revenue. Thank you.
Better. Good. Akash, you're ready. Speak.
Yes.
I still have to hear his elevator pitch though. I've corrected and given it to you, no? You give all these reasons to the interviewer, huh? I'm telling you, you won't even reach the interviewer if you don't clear the HR in mocks next Friday. Huh? Speak.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak about my project. So I have completed the project on ratings and reviews predictions. So ratings are the numbers given by the customers based on the
Hold on, sorry to interrupt. Reviews and ratings of
OnePlus mobile.
You just said reviews and this, no? So I don't know. See, I told you now, introduction, that first line is very important. Okay? Of what and what are you doing? Right? Then you explain. See, what happens, I'll tell you, it's a human tendency. First line, I will listen to you carefully. Then maybe, remember that listening skills? I will start, then this is what the HR guys do, right? Few of them, they won't even listen to your entire answer. They will only listen to your tone. That's why I'm saying, don't only focus on the content is one part, right? Then they go into trance, okay? Sometimes they will show that they are very busy or they're listening to you, but they might be thinking something else, and they will only listen to your tone, okay? How confidently you are speaking. Whatever you're speaking, all right? That's what I'm telling you. This from the HR perspective, everything is possible. Rishabh, please improve your tone. All right, it has to be confident tone, and and that's why that first line is very important. Okay, what is the project about? Right? Sales analysis of supermarket, right? Not only about supermarket, I will lose interest. Okay, first line, and then you start whatever. Second line, aikanar nahi. All right, start again.
So I have completed a project on ratings and review prediction of OnePlus mobile. So ratings are the numbers given by the customers based on the service received to them, and reviews are the customer feedbacks received after using the products. So products are numbered and rated based on 1 to 10. The main objective was to predict whether the review is positive or negative on the basis of the product rating. So there were total 2 members in our project. We first did the web scraping of data from Flipkart and did the data processing, data visualization. The data set we had was more than 3,000 records and 2 attributes. So we applied deep learning algorithm. The challenges we faced were we had to do a lot of corrections in the data sets, such as converting the data into lowercase and removing all the necessary punctuation marks, all the necessary URL links as well, and the extra spacing between 2 words. So the conclusion we had was there were a majority of positive reviews, and around 76.1% reviews were positive, and the remaining 28.4% reviews were negative. So, and the business insights was that we found whether the customers are unhappy because of its poor performance, slow processor, heavyweight, sound quality, heating issues, and camera problems, and service as well. Thank you.
Okay, who else is ready? Rajan, ready? Okay. What we'll do is we'll start with the question answers first. All right. I give you time in break, both of you all. All right. Break in antar you have to say. All right. 9. First, we have to discuss the HR question answers. One sec. I'll just quickly read about. RP will read this during the break, right? Take this. Just pass on the book. We will check the cover letter as well. Did you write the cover letter? Sarang, you had shown me a fantastic cover letter is written. No copy paste. Right? Right. Show it to him. Show it to them. We'll see about the cover letter after break also, right? Let's quickly discuss about the other question and answers. Okay, so I'm just opening. Right, we'll quickly go through those 27 questions. I had given everything on the group, okay? Don't sound surprised. 27. No, 27 is different, and I guess what Sahil had given was different. Okay. We'll just discuss randomly, and you can just write down points. See, for the other questions, I just want you to write points and you can elaborate, right? Not necessary you have to kind of practice, okay, or write everything down, okay. So just open your where I had shown you all this. Gauri, I'm just sharing this over here. Right. So quickly we'll just discuss. Tell me about yourself. I guess that's everyone we are confident with. All right. Elevator pitch. Highlight your background as it relates to particular job. Highlight your background. See, now these are more or less similar questions, right? So how will you answer this? Highlight your background as it relates to this particular job. Second. Let it be in a flow again. Guys, over here also remember it is, okay, please don't struggle. Someone just switch that on. I will share the screen. Wait, I'll do it. Hold on. I'll do it. Okay. Remember again, put it in the introduction, right? So highlight your background as it relates to this particular analyst job. Your education, this course, technical skills, and your strengths. Okay. Say anyone. Highlight your background as it relates to particular job. See, what I want you guys to do, you write these questions, right? Now don't write the questions, you just say to number 2 and just write the points. Okay, I'll just share the points with you all so that when you can practice it, you know what exactly to say, right? Quickly open any page. These are the questions which I have given you in the WhatsApp, right? So highlight your background as it relates to particular job. The pointers are: talk about your education, work experience, skills relating to the analyst role, work experience skill, if any, those are those who have work experience, skills related to the analyst role. Work experience, skills related to the analyst role. Next, this course learnings, technical skills, course learnings and technical skills. And projects and strengths. Okay. So always remember, again, let it be in a proper flow. So you can just practice it up. Now, what I want you to do I'm just giving you these pointers. I just want you to frame the answers and speak it out, right? See guys, the more and more you speak out the answers, it will be easy for you all, right? Because then it will be in the proper flow. Okay, now number 3, again, it's more or less the same. In what ways your education or training will help you in this position? Same flow, right? Demonstrate your capacity to make practical application of formal knowledge and training. Again, the same answer, right? Very similar. Okay, why did you specialize in this field? Now over here, don't only talk about your interest, but also talk about what difference you can make, right? So we've spoken about the vision, right? So that you speak. Write down that pointer. Why did you specialize in this field? Patswai. Okay. So your reason for choosing plus what difference you can make. Okay. So here's Astana, HR interviews may, it is not just the answer, but what else and how else you can add value. Gauri, Pratiksha, I hope you are with me.
Yes, ma'am.
You write down the pointers. So this is how you can practice. Okay. Done. Solicit clues about basic value system. So we solicit clues. That means you are what do you say? Not the right word. Solicit clues. You know about this. You put across and understand the clues about the basic value system. The value system in terms of how you're working. Values and ethics, basically. Right? So, one second. So, how can you talk about your basic value system? No. That's true. See, understand. He's asking about your value system, what you can put across in the word. See, again, he's not interested in you as a person, but boss, how you can contribute, right? How you can contribute to your value system, he wants to know that. तुम्ही तुमच्या values and ethics ची philosophy नका देऊ, right? Not hating colleagues, but how working in team, cooperation, being very committed to your job. So these are a few of my values, and this is I believe I would would apply these to make the my work successful or something like that. So basically, right, the answer should be how your value system will add value to work. Okay, that's how you have to say how your value system will add to your work. So now see how you can put this across. Values and beliefs, values, ethics, right? Yes, sir. So values and ethics. So what values and ethics you have which will make a difference? Ethics are your morals, I mean your beliefs, like you're very punctual or honest, taking ownership, commitment, sticking to your word, right? So that's how you can. So I'm a very honest person. Plus, I believe in contributing. Dedication to the work. And you can also say keep helping the organizations grow, eventually helping the betterment of the society. Right? Yes, share with us also, not only with you. Yes, what are your values and ethics which you will apply in the what boundary is ethics? No, sorry. Here you don't have any autocratic this is all democracy, right? So that is what you can put across. So values and ethics is animal speak like business or eventually the betterment of the society, whatever. Other question which are you also say this is how we can.
Not able to
Now
hear
tell
you
me about the
properly.
problem. Yes, Pratiksha.
Ma'am, not able to hear you properly. Voice is breaking.
It's breaking. Which internet I'm having. Okay, Gauri, you are in demand over here. Okay, Gauri, please answer this question. I'm just stopping my video. Yes, Gauri, please answer this
What,
question.
ma'am?
How will your values and ethics add or contribute to your organization?
I will be my basic value system centers around I work in integrity, in hard working, and respect to others. I valued treating others with kindness and empathy. If I work honestly with others, the organization will believe me that I am a honest person and I can be able to contribute more to that organization.
Okay. So this answer is quite okay, but you just remove that line that if you are honest, people will believe that you're honest. Okay, you don't need to say that. Okay, so just say ki with my honesty, I will be able to connect with more clients, right, and give them or contribute successfully or something like that, right? Gauri, did you hear me?
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. One sec. Okay. Now I've shifted to my Geo now. Let's see. Now are you able to hear me properly? Geo ka nahi? Hold on. One sec. Then for all the more I will not have. Hold on one sec. Market was scan. are going to see later on. Gauri, are you able to hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So about problems, about challenges, provide information, it include problems you've handled, actions you've taken, again the same thing. Okay, this is a very common question. Huh? Do you prefer to work alone or in a group or in a team? Yes. The answer should be as per the situation, right? So say I do prefer in working as in a team and as well as individual, and it purely depends on the situation. Where I have to take certain decisions on my own as a team lead or as an individual contributor to the project, then yes, I will be taking decisions on my own. However, when it comes to team, for a team work or a team project, I will be, I'll be comfortable working in teams, right? So elaborate this. Don't just say both. See, HR answers are never one word or one sentence. Okay, you have to elaborate. Okay, saying that yes, why and how it can help. So if at all you can give an example, to example also you can give project. When was the time you took decision on your own, and when was the time when you actually worked in a team, right? I guess Mahesh and Akanksha, you can say about that. That when did you work as teams in the project and when did you work individually, right? Maybe. So as per situation and as per the decision to be taken in any project, right? So like for example, in the project which I worked on, I had to take certain decisions on my own for choosing the right kind of algorithm for this particular. However, with my team member, I had to take a decision which were our so for the distribution of work, or maybe your decision was influencing his, something like that. Okay, so if you want, you can give an example also, or you can generalize this, that this is what, but usually say both, depends on the situation where I am. Okay. Again, the same thing, work alone could be a self-starter, work in groups could be a team player, stress on both attributes. That how you are better as an individual, okay, and how you can be better in team, right? How can you say that? How good are you in taking decisions on your own?
I can apply.
Please don't share Google every time. You'll be like, Acha, Google. Just say research and explore, right? Now that you can do it from anything and anything. So there are some things which you just have to leave it. Okay, ab Google se karo, friend ki madad to whatever. Just say ki Google explore and research. That's one. Okay. When you speak about this, speak about your strengths. Okay, that as a self starter or as an individual, yeah, I am capable because I'm well versed with all the technical skills, right? I'm proactively decision maker, so I can, so basically talk about your strengths. And when you, how can you be better in a team? Then in case you can speak about how your strengths can overcome the other person's weaknesses, right? And then again, a situation question arises here, right? So be ready with the situation. What do you know about a company? And why are you interested in working for this company? I guess I gave you the answer, right? Yes. Okay. Achievements, etc. So fill that up whenever it comes, right? Today, I guess evening there are a couple of 33, 32 batch students appearing for one interview. Diomix, that day we heard of which team they're appearing for the interview today. Let's see. Fingers crossed. So अगर vacancies रही तो April में again they'll come for you. So okay. How does this position fit into your future plans? Again, the same thing, what you can write about, what and why you wish to join us. Okay, where do you see yourself in 3 years or 5 years? What?
3 years, I
Chalo, chalo, chalo. हाँ.
in 3 years, I see myself having developed a professional and strong foundation in my respective field of work. I will try my best to reach the data scientist position in my field.
Don't mention the positions. Leave it generalized. Team lead, you can say, I see myself, growing in this particular field with more responsibilities, more experience in a senior position. So just leave it a little. So generalized. Don't mention about the position, or don't mention about any. Package. Don't ever say that. Okay. In a job, what interests you more and most, and what interests you least? This is very tricky. No, in general also they can ask. So now that you're looking for your dream job, what is it that you are excited about, and what is it that you are scared about? यार ऐसे बोला ना, you are out. That's why all these tricky questions they're asking you for this only, and immediately you start doubting yourself. What interests you the most? Everyone will say you're excited about the job of this thing, the profile. Don't talk about promotion and salaries over here. Okay, what about the job description? About you are putting your applying your knowledge into practice, all of that. Least. Tejas, you have any answer for this? What is it that you may not like about the job? Gauri, you have an answer for this?
Yes. I don't like too much about the role. Sorry. The least I like about this work is that dealing with the data quality issues that could impact on the whole data sets. Is it okay?
Yeah, this should be fine. Say again. Gauri, say again.
I least like the role is that working with the data quality issue that
Data
can
quality issues.
impact
That can impact the
that can
accuracy.
impact on the accuracy of the model while building the
But
while
tell
applying the
me-
machine learning.
Correct. But tell me, this is one of the problems you will face any which ways, right? And this is the what you have to solve. No? So ye shayad it might hit back. Gauri, I mean, from this perspective, ऐसा भी लग सकता है that you are looking for everything rosy in your work. मतलब you don't want any of these challenges, because see, this is going to be a challenge in your working, right? What else you can say? Don't say this, because then it talks negative about you, that you don't want much challenges in your work life and projects. Got it, Gauri?
Yes. We can say that we have spend more time on this data quality issues. It is least work I don't like about.
Only right you can say about the data quality issues, but again, that don't you think that's a part of your job, right? क्या बोल सकते हैं least? नहीं, don't Don't say anything. No, the safest what you can say is the least. If I see, huh. What? Safest answer is no, not at all. Please, again, I'm saying, don't ever mention that, oh, I don't get appreciated, this, that, and all. Are mala bolu diya na? I'm forgetting. 3 times I was like, okay, something's coming to my mind. Okay, the safest answer, what you can say is the least interest what I get if the work does not allow me to give any or get any growth opportunities, right? Or any challenging work, right? That might least interest me. Got it, Gauri? Safest answer, na? The what in the job what interests you least? What may someone for a fresher you may say ki something which may least interest me is if I do not get any growth opportunities or any challenging projects. Okay, how does this sound? Okay. Huh? No. See, whatever else you say, na, you know how it is considered that you are too choosy about the job. Traveling it's no and night shift it's no and you know, so at this point of time you don't have to say all these things, right? Just be a little diplomatic over here, right? See, just understand what is the HR looking for? Your personality, right? So why give them the negative side of your personality that you're being very choosy? I don't like traveling. I don't like night shifts, you know. So this talks that you're very choosy, right? So titla dite reject. Okay, so just these are the safest answers, at least even for freshers also. Okay. Interesting, manje, whatever your data, your whatever you are excited to apply your knowledge into practice and your technical skills, your job profile, all of that. Right? Okay, describe your best and worst boss. No, what kind of boss you must be expecting? What kind of good and bad qualities you are expecting in your boss?
Opinions and ideas of their team members and
That is your best job. Now, what is your worst job? Boss. Sahil is best or is recording हो रहा है Okay, so the worst boss can be someone who would you know, pressurize me for work or anyway, but you also have to speak how you will learn from that, right? Or always will be behind me to, you know, complete the work. But yes, this there will be also learning. Okay, sometimes it may test my patience, but I'm sure I will learn a lot from the, you know, this kind of challenging behavior also, right? So something like this you can talk. Someone who's the worst boss, of course, who will push me for work, who will sometimes, you know, even pressurize me for work. But yes, make me wait for extra hours. But yes, eventually I know that he is also focused on the success of the organization and the goals of the organization. No diplomatic answers. No, I only should answer this now. Okay. So Gauri, Pratiksha, I hope you wrote that. Okay, so worst boss. See, that's what I said. So ye tricky questions पूछते just to check how negative you are. So we also should be even clever that we have to negative से भी positive हम कैसे कर सकते हैं? यार आकाशवाणी एक ही बार होती है because it's coming. Okay, no, hold on. The worst boss can be someone who would pressurize me for work or make me work for extra hours and, you know, push me to do work beyond my capacity. But I'm sure that is also That will also be my learning. That will also be my learning to develop myself, because eventually he is also focusing on the goals and success of the organization. How does this sound? No, HR ke liye to I'm preparing. I hope you're preparing for technical also. Technical, there is equal. Okay, there are some logical questions also you may be asked. Huh? I just got a few this thing last week. Biomics ka interview tha, 1 second. First round हो गया था. Wait 1 minute. अच्छा, aptitude था उनका. Okay, aptitude. Okay, there in some HR questions they were even asking these logical questions like, okay, what comes after 0 to 638? What comes after 0 to 638? I don't know. I don't know. There is a logic. There should be logic behind. No? 0 to 6 and 38. ऐसा कुछ है. Okay, 4.
Ma'am, 6 into 6, 36 plus 2.
Correct. Correct. So 38.
Yes.
Correct. So 2, squaring and adding. Perfect. So 38. Okay. So of course you won't have. So it's okay. Okay. 4, 8, 16, 64. This is easy. 16, 64.
4 plus 4.
Alternate है ना शायद. 4, 8, 16, 64.
Alternate. पहले add, then square 1.
4 into 2, 8 into 2, 16. 16 into 2, 32. 32.
Into 2. So maybe it is 2. No. 4, 8, 16, 64.
2, 4, 6. It goes as a pattern. 2, 4, 6. 16, 4, the man goes.
I got the answer. 4 into 4, 16. 8 into 8, 64.
16 into alternate. Super. इसमें तो okay, so this a couple of HR. Suno. Okay, I got some HR questions. Self introduction. Where do you see yourself in your future or life goal? Again, safest about in this field. Why do you want to join this organization? Then some stats they asked. Okay, descriptive statistics, calculus के बारे में पूछा था कुछ. And where do we use differentiation in machine learning algorithm? Where do we use differentiation in ML? Okay. Okay, let's finish this first. Okay. How do others describe you? Okay, again, don't write just your strengths, but why. Okay, what can you say? Why? Confident, positive, how, what? At least share something which you have done. Please, yaar, Rishabh, no lame answers, yaar, seriously.
Peaceful mind. When I
हाँ.
was solving, I found the answer
Huh. This is something which you can say. Yes, when I was working in the teams during projects, right? This is what my teammates had to say about me, that I'm a very calm person. As say what you have saying.
when I was giving answers of this mental health.
Achha, no, so ye mat bolo, HR answer hai. So I was calm because of course there was a pressure where we had to complete the project on time, and we were still not able to find the correct algorithm or whatever, and that's where I was very calm and I kind of took over, researched properly, and I could help them. So something like that, right? Safest is take your project example. During the projects, my team members, this is what the team members spoke about me, that I was good in leadership skills, right? Because there was a time where all of us did not, or my team members were not able to research about the data. That's where I took the initiative and I took it, right? So team ka best bol do. Right? See, because this becomes a concrete answer because you are giving them a situation ki actually aise hua hai, and because of the situation the teammates have spoken about me. When you just say random, people talk about me that I'm confident about. So which people? So ye yahan pe bahut generalized ho jata hai, right? But if you give a particular situation that yes, maybe in this teamwork in the project, this is what my teammates had to say about me. All right. So speak, don't use words like be my friends and all. Now you have to speak like professionals, right? Okay. So my teammates had this to speak about me, and then say and why. Write those points. How do others describe you? Ye 50% aata hai, huh? Lot of time it may come. How do others describe you? Speak about your situation in the team while you were doing the project. While you were doing project and in some situation in team, and what your teammates had to say about you and why. What your teammates had to say about you and why. Give the short example. Give short example. Even if it is one or two things, it's absolutely okay. Okay, give me one good reason I should hire you. Now, this is something which you have to, again, don't speak about a qualification, about this course and all. What is your USP? Unique selling proposition. Rishabh. Oh my God. Dil se. Gauri, what is your answer? One good reason why I should hire you. Pratiksha.
I have a passion for working for data-driven and innovative companies. Your firm uses advanced technology to address everyday problems for consumers and business alike, which I admire. I also enjoy solving issues using analytical approach. I believe that my skills and passion match companies' capabilities.
That is still okay, Pratiksha, but one good reason. This is a good answer. What she gave. She actually connected with the company's this thing, what they are looking for. Yeah, company's values. You can write that as well. Okay. One good reason. What else? So passion, and yes, if you can connect this question, please write that answer. Good answer, Pratiksha. One good reason I should hire you. One good. When they say one good reason, it's better you connect with the organization. right? So I have passion in this field, of course, and I'm qualified and for this position. And what did you say, Pratiksha, about the company?
Your firm uses advanced technology to address everyday problems for consumers and business alike, which I admire.
Stop. Okay, your company uses the business, whatever innovative business problems, and which I admire, and I would definitely, I believe, with my skill sets, I will be able to, make it grow, or whatever, something like that. Nurture, nahi, carry it forward or something like that, right? Something like that. Okay. See, otherwise what happens is, one good reason everyone is like, it's lame answers. I have passion, I'm qualified, I'm experienced, I'm that, so, but if you connect with the company, absolutely, you are making his day. Okay. Again, 2021 is more or less the same. What qualifications do you have for this job? If you were hired, what ideas and talents you could contribute for this position? Okay. Okay. Again, what do you consider? Ideas and talents you could contribute to this position. Again, your the problem solving abilities, right? Maybe about your logical thinking, right? So all of that you can talk about. All right, ideas, what ideas to solve the complex business problems, right? So those things you can speak about, right? So I have these ideas of being an expert, or being a qualified analyst, and as a fresher also, I have all these newer ideas which I'll be able to put across to help solve business problems, right? Complex business problems, right? So see, use your, since you guys are fresher, most of y'all, use that as your strength. Okay. When they say, oh, you don't have any experience and all, but as a fresher, what is your strength? You are more curious to learn more, right? To adapt quickly, right? Sorry, broad vision, right? So this is what you can put it across, right? Okay, what do you consider your most outstanding quality? That's also again outstanding quality. Talk about how you can contribute to the success of others, not only organizations, but helping your clients also, right? So connecting with the professionals, connecting with the clients, and making a difference to their businesses, or making a difference. That's what I feel. So thoda sa you can talk about this, rather than just, oh, I am parat tets, I am, my strength is this, and my outstanding quality is like, I'm passionate about this. So when you talk about what difference you can make in others' life, असं जर तुम्ही बोलला ना, so then yes, this is what the HR is actually looking for, right? If they like you, they will ask more. And if they don't like you also, they will ask more, because no, but still, hold on. It purely depends on the this thing, the interviewer. No, if they really like you, they will ask you more questions. However, if they find you average, they will ask you more questions to still give you a chance, right? But otherwise, those are really weak in giving answers, or 2-3 questions mein kata dete. But again, don't be judgmental about that. If you're really good also, फिर भी 2-3 questions में कटाएंगे, because they don't need to ask you further, right? So it completely depends on him. You just be prepared. Okay. Also, as I said, that tricks होते हैं उनके. They will sit poker faced. कि आपको पता ही नहीं चलेगा whether the interview is going good or not, whether he's liking your answer or not. You just be positive, be happy that you are here, and confidently just answer, right? उनको लेना है लेंगे, and don't feel bad if you're rejected. I told you, sometimes they may reject you because you are over smart for that position, right? You just focus on where you went wrong. Okay. Of course, they will give analysis because you have the right to go and ask Kyle also what happened and all, so that you can perform better later on. Right? You just prepare yourself. That's it. Right? Okay. What evidence can you cite that demonstrates your job effectiveness? What evidence can you give that demonstrate your job effectiveness? No, how efficient you are in your goals, okay, whether be it working on projects, whether be it teams, right? So job effectiveness तो यही होता है ना कि how professionally you work, focus on your goals, and contribute to the success. So वही है, so it's more or less the same thing, right? Good. I think we discussed about this, that there are 2 good reasons why I should not hire you. Did anyone come look for this answer? Sorry? Gauri, Pratiksha, how will you answer this? No, that's the only thing. You can just say ki, if you're looking for someone who is not very passionate about me, about the data analytics field as me, then probably I'm not the one. Or if you're looking for someone with skills which are not related to the job description, then I'm sorry, I'm not the one. Right? Okay, but only yeah, because it's a tricky question, so you also have to be smart in answering, right? Because most again, see why I'm telling you, these HR guys, they ask you to demotivate only. Ye to demotivate question hai. Why should I reject you? Right? Then some candidates say ki no, you should not reject me at all. Then unko overconfidence dikhta hai, right? Ya fir immediate self doubt, because I think that I'm not the person to match the skills and all. So it's a tricky question, so you have to give a smart answer, right? So yes, so if you're looking for someone with skills not matching your job description, or if you're looking for someone who's not as passionate as me in the analytics field, then that may be the reason to reject me. Okay, what would you like? Got it? But say it confidently. Give me, what would you most like to improve about yourself? You can talk about your weakness here, right? Okay, I hope everyone knows about the weakness. Huh? What is your weakness and how to overcome that? Very important. Don't write anything which shows your personality flaw, right? What you could have done better on your last job? Yash and Neeraj, how will you answer this? What you could have done? Sorry? That's talking negative about you. No. Why did you join this industry? Had I known the technicalities of the data, right? I would have performed better. But that is why if I knew about these data algorithms and all in my previous job, I would have definitely done better. Safer, right? Same with you as well. Please note that down. So why did you leave the last job also? They can ask you, huh? Why did you leave this? Same reason that since I was working, yeah. No, and this is why when I was working on data and I could see that, yes, I needed to learn more about the data, which is why. Okay, what can you tell me that best illustrates your personal drive and motivation? I guess there is one question there, no? What motivates you to do better, right? So you can give that as well, right? So these are your answers. And one second, quickly, where is the other? question is given. हाँ, size of the questions I'm checking it. उसमें क्या अलग है? Tell me about yourself हो गया. What type of work environment do you prefer? Okay, उसमें answers लिखे हैं, है ना? हाँ, perfect. Those are suggestive answers. So please don't ratta maro. Say that. All right, हाँ, reference के लिए. So please make your own. Pick up just 2 to 3 this thing. That's fine. How do you deal with pressure or stressful situations? You prefer working? See, this is also a very common question. What did you do in the last year to improve your knowledge, especially the ones who are not working and you passed out around a couple of years back? Okay, please be prepared for that also. Okay, are you applying for other jobs? I think sir told now how to answer that thing, right? I am applying, but I've still not got any calls. But I definitely would like to join your organization because again, why do you wish to join us? All right, that's okay. Gap year, you can speak about that, right? Questions to the interviewer also, as I said, 2-3 questions you can prepare for that. Okay. Don't at this point of time, don't say where do you think the company is headed in the next 5 years and all. You just speak about your this thing. What is the working culture of the organization? Or you can ask the interviewer, what do you enjoy about it, or how is your experience? Because that is also fine. Okay. Sir, may I ask your experience in this organization? Right. So that's also something. May I ask? Right. Be a little polite. Right. Or could you please tell me about your experience, right? So be a little polite. Then, can you tell me more about the day-to-day responsibilities of the role, all right? Or whom should I report to? Okay, so these things you can ask about the job or the organization, right? Okay, quickly just give me your book 1 minute. Any more questions in this? Now, the situation questions, once again, we are going to do it on Friday, because I think most people still want to work on the storytelling. This week. Key habits ho gaye, dream job ho gaya. Yes, 1 minute. I'm just completing this. Because uske baad then we will have your again. Why should we hire you? Wo ho gaya. Okay. Expectations on the job and off the job. So on the job, please, I have cut out the points. So most people have written, I receive appreciation, I need job stability, bilkul nahi chahiye. Right? Off the job, you can write about your personal growth. You wish to pursue your hobbies or your fitness or whatever. Okay. Talk to you about our goals. Ho gaya. Okay. Again, leadership, team skills, biggest challenge. This we will speak in these situations again. Education qualification. Okay, how would you be an asset to this organization? That I guess more or less you have written. Speak about your tech skills qualification. And again, why do you wish to work? So again, connecting that one point that as she said, your company is into all these innovative this thing, and I would like to be a part of it. So wo bhi aap likh sakte ho. Would you like people to report to you? Yes. You can talk about your leadership qualities. Night shift, career-wise ambition, work for 12 hours. Risk, most people criticize. Okay, what do most people criticize about you? You can write about your weakness, right? Again, most people, that means your teamwork. So again, giving an example in your team that my teammates, there were times when I used to dig deep into the data, and because of which time would be delayed. And that's where my teammates criticized me for being very, very too detailed oriented for this. Okay. Problem solving. So all these we'll again do it on Friday. What's your understanding of technological revolution? What is your understanding? Email writing के बाद देखो. What is your understanding of the technological revolution? What? Uma has written technological revolutions are characteristics by the introduction and widespread adoption of new technologies that fundamentally alter the way people live, work, and interact with each other. Google. Please, Ratta Mara. It's a very nice answer. कुछ भी पूछ सकते हैं. It all depends on HR. I told you now. At least what technical you know what they will ask. HR, you will not know what they will ask. It can be absolutely anything. Current affairs के बारे में पूछे. Did I tell you sometimes they even asked about the history geography question, right? Huh? Okay. Where do you see 3 years? Who was it? Okay? Who was your role model and why? Why again? You have to link his qualities to your career qualities also. Huh? Okay. So inspirational, she's written Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, succeed in your mission. Describe a situation where you had multiple tasks, where you had a difficult client. Huh? Describe your work style. See, describe your work style. I have worked across multiple projects, and that's how taught me to adapt my working style, bring out the best in my team, and I try to focus on one particular project. I find that focusing on one thing allows me to get things done faster and higher standard than I could Google. Nee, that is fine. Focus on one project at a time. But you know what will happen when you say focusing on one thing or one project? What if you have multiple projects to handle? Then this talks about your weakness, right? This talks about your weakness then, that you are not able to multitask because you are not getting only one project at a time. You will get 4 projects at a time. Then how will you handle, right? Yeah. So work style, what you can say is I am quite goal oriented. When a project comes to me, I work dedicatedly. I may plan out or I chalk out the plan, set goals, divide the goals, and set my time schedule. All right. And so even if there are multiple projects I need to work upon, I have my priorities and time charts set for all the projects. Right. So focus on goal setting and time management in this work style. All right. Contribute to the growth of the company. Yeah. Again, Google answer is what? This is something which they ask of. This even I used to ask. What according to you is success? What is success as per you? What is failure as per you? Okay. See, these are all questions you may just. This is about doing my job well. I want to be recognized. Someone always does the best I am. Our best, tries her hard, tries her best to achieve the goals. Okay, who do you think is an ideal boss? Someone who cares. Don't say cares. Someone who someone who considers. See, when you talk about love and care, it becomes too intimate. All right. So one who considers my opinion or considers the opinion and ideas of the team members. All right. So use these professional words. In professional words, there is no feeling or anything. All right. Those intimate feelings. All right. So please don't use these. That's why I told you. Don't even say about I wish. I would like to. All right. Okay. How would you give feedback to your team member about his rudeness? Sandwich communication. Stay calm. Stay calm while talking to him. Explain my point of view. No. Sandwich communication. I will first appreciate him for the positive aspects in him. Then I will tell him about his constructive feedback, and then I will help him kind of guide him for the solutions, right? This is the feedback, guys. Remember this. Don't forget the sandwich communication. Aega yahan pe. Remember we did this in second or third session, right? Okay. Do you prefer to work independently or as a team member? Okay. So now, more or less, you are well versed to answer any questions. All right. So three major questions. What you need to focus on are the elevator pitch, project questions, and situation questions. Situation, once again, we will do it on Friday. All right. Art of storytelling. Okay. And as I said, 4 to 5 situations ready rakho, and you can just use it everywhere. Okay. Chalo, let's go for a break quickly, and then no 11 16 11 25 11:40 sharp. The 40 11:40. Anyone who comes after 11:40 of a single song. Gauri, Pratiksha, break till 11:40. Break till 11:40. Go fast. Yash has selective listening problems. Selective listening. Okay. Neeraj, are you ready with your project presentation? Gajanan, are you ready? Come. Who said peoples? Who said peoples? Yash, now utha basha.
I have listening problem.
Yeah, right. Okay. Chalo, let us quickly hear Gajanan and
We want Neeraj to come.
Right, sing a song.
chalo.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Gajanan. Today I will share some insights about my project. I have done a project on recession due to COVID. Recession is a downward trend in business cycle with decline in production and employment. COVID makes a big impact on recession. In this project, I using NLP is a deep learning algorithm. Sentiment analysis is a NLP technique used to determine whether data is positive or negative. Analysis is performed on a textual data. By using web scraping, I have fetched the data from Twitter and pre-processing on a data and remove duplicates and cleaning data. In this project, data I have done on a sentiment analysis and word cloud. I use Jupyter Notebook platform and NumPy, Pandas, NLTK and Seabot libraries. The challenges I have faced in this project for fetching a tweets, because every time the tweets are not updated, it gives me a repeated tweets. This is the main reason I spent nearly 1 month on this project. From this project, I found the most important word in data, and I got some insights how people reacted about recession.
Very good. Content was good. Energy. How about the tone? Good energy. Okay, it was good. Neeraj.
Thank you.
Oh man.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity to give a brief about my project. My project was about determining who bank will give a loan. The project was done on Tableau with my partner, and we divided the work so that we could complete it in our given time limit. The project I did this project on Tableau so that we could visualize the data, so we could gain better insights and present to the customers and the bank so that they can
It's okay. as I said, don't mug it up. Let it come naturally.
In this project, we were a team of 2, and with my partner making cards and me doing graphs on the Tableau. By using Tableau for this project, we got meaningful insights and visualize the data to get better understanding. The criteria for banks to give loan for a customer is gender, age, occupation, salary, civil score, properties, customer bandwidth. The final conclusion for this was that if a customer has a civil score more than 600 and having a salary and occupation salary of 500,000 more and occupation, he will get a loan from the bank. So this is also helpful for the banks as well as the customers. And so in conclusion, customer and the bank should focus on a CIBIL score of more than 600.
Okay, very good. Want to read it out?
No.
Read it out, no?
This is not that much. I will make one and represent it on the
Okay, proper you present and practice it, and we will speak again. All right, super, very good, Neeraj. All right. Okay, so Yash, your elevator pitch is still not ready. Before going, you have to, all right? Because I guess yesterday's there were of course a lot of fillers, and you have, I want wherever you've written it, I want to see that first, because there were some wrong words which are also used, right? So that's why I want to check that, right? Okay, so yes, this was about the interviews and of course the questions and your projects and all of that. All right. So any more questions you have regarding interviews? Or are you feeling confident in answering now? Now, don't you think it's all about your practice? Right? It's purely your practice now, right? So whatever pointers I have given, try to kind of speak, in a way that you will be answering fluently, right? Focus more on your verbal elements. That's also important. Okay. All right. So let's talk a bit about negotiations. And yes, of course, if time permits, we will start the situation questions also. Okay, because there again, I want you all to write. I'll just share the screen here for them. Okay. Now, negotiations is again one of the soft skills which is a part of communication as well, right? Negotiations again a communication, right? However, they also say even selling techniques is also, or selling skills is also one of the communication skills, that how you're convincing people, right? So these both skills are also very important for you guys, because whenever you are, of course, presenting your the projects to the clients and all, you need to kind of convince them that how best you can do for them, right? Now, clients bhi aapko pata hai kaise kaam karte, they will go for pre-quotations and all of that, right? So why they should be coming to your company first, right? So for getting any new client on board, right, you need to, of course, have those technical, convincing skills as well, right? However, maybe your company may have a different marketing department, etc., right? But you as analyst also, somewhere in your work profession, these are the two communication skills, types of communication skills, which you will also have to come across, right? So first, talking about sales skills, I'm not going much deeper into selling techniques and all right? So, but yes, we'll talk a bit more about the negotiations part, right? Because definitely with how you're going to work with the projects of the clients, negotiations will be more than the sales, right? So Yash, you've been into sales, so please highlight what are the selling skills. selling skills required, right? In terms of communication, right? Or in terms of understanding the customer. What are those factors you need to keep in mind while you're actually convincing your clients for a particular product?
It should be more about convincing and the code or something with what we are saying. Everything should be like truth. We should stick to our what it goes about or what we are saying.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, you should give every information about that particular product or goods what we are selling.
Whether good, whether bad. So basically you should be transparent, right? And what kind of tone you feel you should be having?
Fluent and calm.
Calm and confident, right? Okay, so I'm going to have one small activity. Okay, just listen to me what I'm saying and then tell me what made the impact. All right. So I'm going to say 2 monologues, right? Now consider that I have this pen. Okay, and I have to sell you this pen. Very simple. So the first monologue is, this is a pen. It is for 20 rupees. Yeah, if you want, you can buy it. It has got 4 refills. Right? Will you buy it? Right? Okay. What if I say that, well, I have something very interesting for you today. It is not just a pen, but something which will enhance your drawing skills, your creativity. It is so light that you will carry it anywhere and you can just draw. Also, if you're a student, you can use blue or a black refill. If you're a teacher, you can use green or a red refills. Let me tell you 2 USPs about this pen. This has got an amazing Japanese easy grip. So even if you write for long hours, your fingers will not pain. The second USP is this: every refill has got a reverse capillary system. Okay, it's a German technology. So even if you write the pen, with the pen on a vertical surface, it will still write. Every refill can write around 9,000 to 10,000 words. So I've got an amazing offer for you today. It's just for 20 rupees, but if you buy the second one, I will give you with a 50% discount. So are you ready with your cash or card? What made the impact? Product description, the USPs, confidence in the product. If I am confident about this product, only then I will be able to convince you. What else? Yes, speaking in interest of the other person. I mean, I tried to make you think about the uses of this pen, right? Yeah, that is the one with the 50% discount. Right? What else? What else made the difference? Hand gestures, the tone, right? The earlier tone was right? Even the facial expressions, so this is exactly what HR interview is all about. You are the product yourself. How you talk about your USPs, how you talk about how you will be helpful for them. You talk about with interest that I'm really passionate to, and yes, everything about the benefit and the interest of the organization or the interviewer. In a nutshell, I gave you what HR interview is all about, right? So be very transparent, whether any sort of weaknesses you have, but yes, how are you planning to overcome that, right? So all of that is all about your interviews, right? Okay, so which is why, see, even over here also, as an interview also, you have to do the convincing part, right? Why should you hire me and not the others? It starts from here. So don't you think so? Selling starts from here itself, right? Convincing starts from here itself, right? So whatever, we should stop playing with that now. Keep it inside. All right. So yeah. So yes, this is again about your sales techniques, and some sales techniques. These are the things which you can use in your negotiations as well. Right. So let me just share a couple of techniques with you all. Of course, most of you all will be knowing about it. But yes, again, as I said, you just need a gist about it. Maybe in the interviews or maybe when speaking to clients. All right. So this is one. These are a few techniques I would like to share with you all. What's happening here? नहीं दिख रहा. One second. Okay, so there are just a couple of techniques which I would like to share with you all. One second. Okay, so this is one. Gauri, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
But it's just one slide or both slides?
Both slides. Both slides.
Anyway, now you focus on the first slide only. I don't know what is wrong with that again. Okay, so there are few selling techniques which you can use even for negotiations also. One very interesting technique which you can consider this. See, there are a lot of strategies, lot of techniques. You can prepare on your own. You can listen from your friends. Okay, whatever strategies you want, right? But in a nutshell, I just want you to, I want to share a kind of technique which generally even I use, and it's overall widely used, and it's a very easy technique, right? Now, when you are selling, okay, or when you're convincing, yeah, always consider yourself as a consultant, right? 3 steps: examination, diagnose, and then treatment, right? Now, let's take an example of a doctor, right? When you go to the doctor, obviously first you will tell what is the problem, right? So he will examine first, right? So when you say, yes, you have a stomach ache, he will examine, he will ask you questions. When did it start? How did it happen? Did you eat anything? Whatever, right? So he's going to diagnose, right? Maybe ask you to do a couple of tests, etc., right? And then he's going to give you the treatment. Okay? ऐसा तो नहीं होता ना, when you walk in, okay? Okay, if you're having a headache, तो ये हो सकता है. If you're having a stomach ache, ये हो सकता है. He doesn't blast with whatever he has, right? Whatever knowledge he has, isn't it? So even in sales also, or in selling this thing also, you should first understand what the other person wants, okay? And this exactly will also help in your negotiations, right? And this is what they say, ki out of sequence kills sales. If you start with diagnosis first, right? That means आप अपना ज्ञान देने को बोलो, then the other person is going to lose interest. या फिर directly you give a treatment, it's going to be wrong, right? So which is why you first have to examine. So maybe for that matter, you may have to do a background check of that person before you go. You may have to ask him, right? And only then you can kind of put across your solutions, right? So similarly, as analyst also, when a client will come to you with the data, right? First understand, maybe if you can have a background check of that company which he's working for, what are they into, what is their pinpoint, weak points, right? Pain points, whatever. When he comes, you may have a list of questions ready with you, right? And then when he says, okay, this is what my outcome is, or this is what exactly I want, right? Maybe I want to increase my sales, or I want to probably grow my business or expand my business, right? So you need to first understand the outcome, and only then you will be able to put the proper algorithm and then plan the this thing, right? And then accordingly you will give him the solution what he wants, right? So this is exactly happens and everywhere. Okay, even if you ask me, I mean, I am a freelancer trainer, you know, so whichever client calls me first, I need to examine, right? I can't tell them, okay, I do trainings on business communication, job readiness, resume. So I cannot directly go and tell the client, okay, so if you're looking for a resume building session, this is what I do. If you're looking for this, no. Direct diagnosis or treatment, I can, or a treatment directly. Okay, please conduct a session for us. Fair enough. Tomorrow I go and directly conduct an interview session. Then I realize, oh my God, सामने बैठे तो there are all 15 years experienced people. इनके लिए interviews का क्या लूँ, right? So examination is very, very important. Okay, and examination से क्या पता चलता है कि what the other person wants. Okay, and then in that case you are able to negotiate better also. Selling तो होता ही है, but negotiations also. Don't you agree? Right? So one of the strategies, okay, but safest strategies which you can follow always. All right, this will never go wrong. Okay, so treat yourself as analyst doctors. Right? You first need to understand the client, then give them, then diagnose. Right? क्या कर सकते हैं? Right? If you see about the projects you yourself, right? First, it was the examination, what you were supposed to do. Then the diagnosis was there, and then the treatment was there, right? Sorry. Okay. So this is one which always works. Okay. Next is focus on relationship and not sales. Definitely, because 3 C's of sales, what they say is connect, convey, and convince. So once you connect with people, right, it becomes very easy to convey your message and convince them, right? That is why, remember, we spoke about all these small talk and all, how we need to connect with people. The Obama video we saw, how he connected with people first, right? Then he conveyed his message, and then he was successful in convincing them to give him the votes, right? So this also works everywhere. Safest. Okay, so focus more on the relationships, because mostly, you know, people will, once connected with you, they will trust you, and then, you know, sometimes what happens is work performance comes later, right? But how you are connecting with them. Remember our rapport building, this thing, strategies, networking strategies, right? Because connection se kya hota hai, you are building relations, you're building trust, right? And that is why they will be like, okay, I trust you because the way you're professionally connected, I trust, I'm sure your work also will be good, right? So people will judge you on the way you're keeping relations, how professional you are, right? This is what happens. Okay. And yes, most of my clients also do that also. I mean, kahan se word of mouth se aaya hai ki yes, she does great trainings, and it's only because of connections. They have never seen my trainings also, right? But connections say it's all matters, because I don't have time ki I'll wait for them to give me a chance. Then they will look at my work performance comes later, right? With your connections, you will expand your business, right? Believe me, in contact say to you also know businesses grow, right? So all this is a part of your communication skills. That's what I said, your technical stuff comes quite later. Right? Fairly, it's all about your how you connect with people, and you have to connect with people because you will be working with clients, right? So that's also important. And of course, if you need to grow in your field, you should be able to handle all these portfolios also, not just an analyst, right? But yes, bringing in businesses, maybe talking to more clients, right? How are you showing your presentations? You know, sometimes showing the work also matters a lot, right? So how are you convincing new clients? How are you negotiating with new clients? Right? So all of these skills will help you expand your business, right? So after 5 years, you are not only growing this way, you are growing this way also, right? Very important. So all these skills will help you later on. So these are the basic strategies. What happened, Gayatri? Something in your eye? So the basic these strategies will definitely help you. All right. So I hope you've taken notes of that, right? Connect, convey, convince, and yes, first examine, then diagnose and treatment. Okay, let's go ahead. Some techniques for negotiation. Again, whenever you're negotiating, now what all you need to negotiate? First, so salary aega, right? First, you have salary. You may have job profile, right? You may have to negotiate with your clients also, right? They'll be asking anything and everything. Ye bhi chahiye, wo bhi chahiye, wo bhi chahiye. But you as expert will be like, yeah, इस डेटा से इतना ही मिलेगा, राइट? होता है ना, मतलब इतना सा डेटा देंगे, then they're expecting you ये भी करो, you know, just tell us how we should expand this and data इतना सा. Yes, Krishna? What did you say? But then will you be able to, I mean, convince and one, वो भी होता है, convince him for salary, the payment also na, then, so everywhere you will have to negotiate, right? Okay, so that is why I have more than one colored ball in a bag of tricks. That means ye nahi to ye, right? So I'm going to share some negotiation strategies also. If this doesn't work, this. Okay, so let's see. Because finally, every situation boils down to a personal situation, right? That's why understand the pain point of that particular business. Okay. Now, restaurant business. Okay, customer reviews. Of course, what is the pain point? They want good reviews. Because restaurant ka yahi hota hai na ki we check the reviews and then we go, isn't it? Right? So how you can, you know, how you can help that restaurant so that they get more and more positive reviews. What is the analysis and why they're getting bad reviews? You need to analyze them, right? So that is the pain point. So when you understand that pain point, all right, that's where you can actually hit on, right? So negotiations, so understand, that's why you need to examine, very important. Okay. Now, even over here also, when you negotiate with the salary, what is their pain point? They want someone who is absolutely great for the position, right? So when you showcase your worth, they will not refuse you, right? That's important. Okay. So how you're putting across your elevator pitch or you're presenting yourself, right? All of that. Okay. So show something which they are looking for. Okay. And that's again connecting with people, right? Talk should reflect confidence and care. Very important. Okay. So confidence, transparency. Okay. And listen more, talk less. Get customers' feedback. Again, you know, how you can kind of ask them. Try to catch on how the way something is said rather than what is being said. Right? That's what I told you also. Na? How you are saying it matters a lot. Right? Rather than what you are saying. Okay, content is fine, but the project ke baare mein maine bola na ki how later on, you know, how you say matters a lot rather than what you say. Okay, so your tone should be very, very, that's what you said. The tone should be very, it should be confident yet caring, right? And never deem competition's product. That's it. Sorry, this is very bad. Now, the question in interviews also they might ask that others sitting outside are well qualified and maybe more experienced than you. Still, why should I hire you? What will you say? बाकी लोगों ने भी किया है. Then what? Okay. What can you say? हाँ, नहीं, you talk about your key points. They'll be like the interviews. हाँ, वो बाहर बैठे उनके पास भी है. Now what? Think. I just feel this. Think how you answer this. Yes. Yes, what is the answer? नहीं, बाहर वाले भी एनर्जेटिक है. This is how he will counter.
He might be good in skills, but the passion and the dedication I am putting on the table.
Talk good about them also. Think win-win attitude. Habit number 4. All right. Never say ki either they must be good, ye wo and all. I am sure they are equally as talented and experienced about me about this in this field, right? However, yes, I believe I am more passionate. What you said, and my strengths. Okay, so don't talk about qualifications here because qualifications wo unke paas bhi hai. Plus, you speak more about your soft skills, more about your dedication, passion, right? So with the dedication, with strong communication, I believe I will be definitely a better match than them, right? So start with appreciating them, okay? Because that talks about your personality, that yes, you are also positive about other people and you are someone, Rishabh, you had written, what is your goal? That you don't want to grow alone, he wants to grow together. I mean, taking everyone. Wow, that is a nice goal. Yeah. Right. Okay. So this is again what happens. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead. Now this is what I want you all to understand. Negotiating is all about the why and not what. Okay. The purpose of negotiating is seeing if you can get your interest met through an agreement versus an alternative. Right? Why do you want a plan B or an alternative? But is it possible that you can actually get your interest met, thoda tera, thoda mera, coming on a common platform, right? So positions are what we want, interests are why we want, and negotiate the why and not what, right? Because positions may change, right? Okay, let's give an example here. I'm just thinking what example I can give you here is, चलिए salary negotiation ही करते हैं. Okay, now salary negotiations में what are the positions is we want money, right? That is your position. Interest is why do we want money? To have a better life, right? Now interest can be negotiated. Now, suppose for positions, let's take this example. If the interviewer is very stringent about no, that we cannot offer you more than so and so. Those are your positions, okay? So what you can try to tell him, ki, fair enough, sir. Then how about travel perks? Then how about bonus? Right? How about this? So this is the interest, because your interest you are keeping it there because you want a better life. So if you're getting a travel allowance, nothing like it. If you're getting bonus, nothing like it, right? कहाँ से तो पैसा आ रहा है? Okay, so only salary से नहीं आ रहा ना. So position is salary. Okay, so that can be rigid. So interest पे you can negotiate, right? And sometimes उनके लिए वो interest better होता है. He'll be like, yeah, maybe fair enough, because if I cannot show it as a salary, I can definitely show it as a perk, but I don't want to lose a good candidate, right? So यहाँ पे interest पे negotiations हो सकता है, right? So this is what happens. So wherever, even in later on also, it's always better. What is it that you want? Those are the positions. वहाँ पे focus मत करो, but interest क्या है, right? Because सामने वाले का भी interest क्या है? He doesn't want to lose you as a good candidate, right? But उसके भी हाथ बंधे हुए हैं that he cannot show more than whatever lacks in your salary package, right? But then यहाँ से, to keep his interest also and to keep your interest also, you both come on a common platform. Got it? So this is how you generally negotiate, right? So just write a key point. Positions are what we want, but interests are why we want. Negotiate the why and not want. ये हमेशा याद रखना whenever you want to negotiate. Okay. Positions are what we want and interests are why we want it. नेगोशिएशंस के तो हम बाप है ना, बचपन से मॉम डैड को कितना नेगोशिएट किया है, राइट? मॉम प्लीज अलाउ मी टू गो विथ माय फ्रेंड्स. No, 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 not at all, not at all. No, no, I'll definitely help in the household chores tomorrow. I will, please let me go this time, right? Yes. Okay. Okay, so I'm just again, skills for successful negotiation. It's more or less the same: effective speaking, listening. That's what you listen more, so you understand that pain point. I'll give you a very simple example. You what's this movie Dawn? How Amitabh Bala? Even I think it's the same dialogue. Even Shah Rukh Khan also. How he convinces Vijay to be Dawn, right? He is trying his level best. You become Dawn. I will. No, but I don't know anything. I don't even know how to hold a gun. No, no, I will train you for everything. But still, he was like, no, 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 no. And finally, Vijay says, no, but earlier I was alone, but now I've adopted these children. He picked up the pain point, the inspector, right? Immediately, the negotiation turned, because the position was what? He wanted Vijay to be the Dawn, okay? But interest, they copy match ho gaya, right? What was the inspector's interest? That he wanted, of course, you know, that someone should be, he wanted to safeguard his position and all that, right? That was the one, that was the interest, okay? Now that interest immediately matched Vijay's interest, because that's where the negotiation started, because he picked up his pain point, that I will give your kids a better education, right? And you work for us, right? So this is what happens when you understand the other people, when you connect, when you speak to your clients, right? Understand, and then you can pick up their pain points, right? Sorry? Yes. Absolutely. Okay. So what is their weak point? What is their, you know, where they want to, you know, what is hurting them most, right? So that is where you can actually, so that's all, of course, but you have to make it a little this thing. What happens sometimes, negotiations can actually go very in a fight mode, right? So again, yes, you have to maintain it calm. All right. So let us see the two concepts first. This is again, it's like a communication only, right? This particular topic was not included, but since I've taken this topic for the other batches, yeah, I thought this topic is important for you all, you know, so that's why, of course, it's a 4-hour session in the other batches, but I will be just telling you what is needed for you. Okay. Now there are two types of negotiations. Okay, I'm just giving you what is required. Distributive and integrative. Anyone knows what is this? No, these are integration and derivatives, you know. Okay, distributive is basically a fixed pie. That means you cannot negotiate, right? These MRPs and all, you know, when you go to a grocery store and you probably buy some products, right? Grocery bhi nahi, one time kya hota hai? Products like buy a car or a house, right? वहां पे प्राइस फिक्स रहती है वन, एंड जनरली ये प्रोडक्ट्स खरीदने के लिए एवरीडे तो कोई आता नहीं है, राइट? सो देयर इज वेरी लेस connection, right? So maybe if I buy a Hyundai car tomorrow, okay, I'll just go to the showroom, okay, whatever is the price, and I'll take it and come back. Even for them also, they also know they don't need to develop a connection, because I'm not going to come to them every month or every 15 days to buy a Hyundai car only, right? So that is a distributive negotiation जहाँ पे ज़्यादा कुछ होता नहीं है. But yes, at certain level you can definitely ask for a discount or whatever, because the salesman there, of course, he wouldn't want you to go away, right? Then probably if you are too rigid, he'll be like, the customer will be like, okay, I don't want Hyundai, let me go for a different this thing, Volkswagen design, right? So obviously, yeah. So obviously, you need to, yeah. But there again, you will be able to negotiate only up to a certain percentage, right? Whereas if you go to your regular grocery store, थोड़ा सा वो credit दे सकता है, right? वो धनिया के साथ मिर्ची free दे सकता है, right? Because there again the connection is what is happening, right? So this is distributive कि यहाँ पे, so the way we bargain भाजी वाले के साथ, right? That is your ये दूसरा वाला integrative, right? But distributive is yes, house options. रोज घर खरीदे तो जाएंगे नहीं, right? So हाँ नहीं होता है definitely, but again till a particular level, right? You can't, of course, you will have to negotiate there also, because otherwise the customer will go to someone else, right? But again, as I said, कि इतना ज़्यादा नहीं होता because that connection is not needed, right? But yes, if you have an integrated negotiation where you have to have a long-term relationships, right? There, then you need to thoda sa adjust and come on a common platform, right? It can be with your clients also, okay? Maybe there is a less paying client, but maybe he's giving you more business, right? Yeah, absolutely, right? It happens with me also. There are some very poorly paying clients, but they're giving you business, and what salo say, I can't even say no to them, right? So that is why I'm like, okay, yaar, negotiated, let it go. But when it comes to a new client, then yes, I'm here. Okay. Sorry, boss. Itna मैं कर सकती हूँ, not beyond that. Right? But I have to do this much also, otherwise they go to someone else. Right? So everywhere you will have to come across this. Okay. So these are the types of negotiations. Again, over here also, in your workplace also, you will have to negotiate. Probably during your first interview, you may have to do this. इतना ही कर सकते, limited negotiations, right? But yes, once you get your experience, once you get your, you have upgraded your skills and all that, yes, definitely if you're giving in your expertise, then yes, you can make things work as per your own terms and conditions, right? Okay, so you will have to, okay. Yes, of course. Okay. अभी नहीं, but if you're really good enough, ये हुआ है पहले, ये हुआ है. In fact, 3-4 years back, there was one student from here only, suburb का था, and he was really very good. Fresher ही था, but exceptional in communication, and he had this finance knowledge, really amazing. Not only this knowledge, but काफी सारे courses किए थे, plus he was offered a very good company in Mumbai, I guess. I don't know which it was, Nomura tha, pata nahi kaun sa. But they of course had a standard package, right? So what he did, he negotiated so well there in terms of salary, right? First, of course, he tried to see, when you talk about salary also, you have to first justify why should we be giving you that, right? So he said, he was very transparent. What he did was, now he was from Pune, so he first kind of told the interviewer that I'll be leaving Pune and coming there, of course. So staying in Andheri, the rent is so much. This he actually calculated, and then at least 10,000 I need for my savings, right? So I believe I should be at least getting 40,000-50,000 in hand, right? And that is why I'm requesting you to reconsider your package, because then only then it is feasible for me to come. But he negotiated this at the end of the interview, right? He first showed his worth, right? That is what is important. Okay. So let me tell you how to handle that. Let's just finish this negotiation part first. All right. So anywhere आपको ये इसकी जरूरत पड़ सकती है. Salary में, later on also, whenever. Now there is one more strategy. This I picked up from, I was reading one article. There was someone, a Harvard professor, right? So he was talking about negotiations. I felt it very nice, you know, so I just thought I'll put this here. See, this also you can use wherever, okay? So he said, I mean, this is what he uses, is whenever you are negotiating, always separate person from the issue. Because जब हम negotiate करते हैं ना, we usually tend to have preconceived notions. पहले ही client ने कैसे किया था देखो, you know. So if you have any sort of preconceived notion, or if you have any sort of, you know, this is an amazing client, but next time डुबाने वाला है, right? So every time, even if it's a repeat client, separate the person from the issue. Today, because every negotiation is different, right? Today, maybe he's coming with a different data set, maybe he's coming with a different outcome, right? So you consider him as a completely new person, right? Never have that preconceived, because most of the negotiations fail because we assume कि ये ऐसे ही करेगा या फिर ऐसे ही नहीं करेगा, right? So even for clients also, right? Give them the benefit of doubt. यार सुधर गया होगा यार, right? So this is what he says, separate the person from the issue, consider every negotiation as a new one, right? Then again, the same thing he says, negotiate interest oriented and not position oriented, not the what, but why, right? Then develop a good criteria that a good solution must fulfill. Basically, he says, give options, right? Now, even when you will be speaking with your clients, right? Give him the options. Don't say, okay, this is what yahi hoga, right? Because let them not feel that, oh, they are stuck with things, right? Who doesn't like options, right? You only said in your movie recommendations, you know, so you have so many options. Okay, today's customers point for choice. Agreed? Seriously, I mean, you know, sometimes, you know, I feel, okay, I have 15 minutes, let me watch something. Yeah, for 15 minutes, chale jate, what should I watch? Because there's so much options on Netflix, right? What should I start with? Right? And eventually I don't start only anything. ये हमेशा ऐसे ही होता है, right? Literally. Okay, so obviously when you have options in front of people, they feel ki, oh wow, you're offering them so many things, right? Okay, and yes, whatever, sorry, that was a fourth point. So good criteria, a good solution must fulfill. So whenever you listen to their what they want, okay, you can kind of you know, fulfill your this thing also, criteria. So maybe, for example, if they are saying ki, this is what the solution we want from this data, right? Then maybe you can put in your best algorithms which will get you the highest accuracy, right? So this is how we can actually put across. Let me give you one more example, a very simple example to consider this. Okay, suppose you and your client are deciding to go to any restaurant, right, to have food. Now maybe you want to have an Indian, but you know कि last time उसने Chinese खाया था, so maybe he must be liking Chinese, right? So again, no preconceived notions, right? So maybe yes, you can give options to him or separate the person from the issue, right? So you can kind of say here, okay, so we are here to go for the business lunch or whatever, right? So what would you like to have, or you know, or don't ask, okay, last time you had Chinese. Give him the freedom to choose. That's one. And again, negotiate the interest here. Your interest is to meet him, okay, not to eat that food, whether it's Chinese or whether it's Indian. That is a position, right? So both, let the interest get matched. I want to meet him over a meal, right? That is the interest. Okay, let not, nahi sir, Indian khane chalo, mera मन है Indian खाने का, then that is position oriented, right? And then if he's not interested in eating Indian, he'll be like, no, I don't want to eat. Then your interest bhi jayega aapka, right? So this is what happened. Never be very rigid. And then yes, when he says, okay, I'm fine with anything and all. Now anything again, okay, give some options like, okay, where do you wish to? No, I would like to order something at home, or how about sitting at home, or how about going to a place which is not far from the house, right? Or maybe so you're listening to him, okay. Last time I had Chinese, so can we have a Mexican today, right? Or he might give options. Then once you listen to him, you can give options. So there is one over here, one over here, one over here, because you are now fitting that solution, whatever the good criteria is, that you're fitting into that solutions, right? So this is also one strategy to negotiate, right? So what they say is these are the 4 phases of negotiations. First, plan. Okay, what is it that you want? Remember, again, business communication is goal oriented, right? So we need to kind of plan what is it that we want. Okay, then you can start debating. Debating means you first listen and maybe you can put across your this later to propose. So debate is asking from him, okay, questions, proposing, you propose the best plan, and then you can bargain, right? Now for doing this, of course, I'm not getting more into all these things. Again, you should be focusing on. Now, these are the 2 things. Bas itna aap yaad rakho. Concepts. There are 2 concepts of negotiation. Please write this down. This also you can use anywhere. BATNA. Best alternative to a negotiated agreement. Okay. This is your alternate plan when the talks start to wobble out of control. Right? Concepts of negotiation. Okay. I will first tell you this and then I'll give you an example. So this is your alternate plan when the talks start to wobble out of control. This is the first concept. And this is the second concept, ZOPA. Please don't sleep. Zone of possible agreement. This is your alternate plan when the talks start to wobble out of control. Batna and Zupa. Zone of possible agreement. This is the zone in which both negotiating parties agree to each other. Okay, I'll give you an example over here. Okay, now suppose, write this down first. Okay, now suppose okay, the company is offering you 8 lakhs, you want 10 lakhs, right? So you negotiate and finally you come up to 9 lakhs, which is your ZOPA, zone of possible agreement. Tera thoda, mera thoda, right? 9 lakhs is what you close and this is your ZOPA. However, if the interviewer is very rigid, no, 8 lakhs ke upar ek paisa, then you have to go to BATNA. Right? Then I told you, what is the other alternative? You want more money, travel expenses, incentives, bonus, any other allowances, right? Medical insurances, right? So that is what is you can plan, right? Now let us see. So these are the things which you just need to understand, right? Baki, all the strategies and all you will know once you have experienced. Kahan se shuru karna hai? But as I said, pinpoint lena hai, right? Sometimes you need to start with that. Sometimes if you're not able to take decision then and there, always ask for time. We can get back. right? Because एकदम से कुछ promise करके मत आओ, right? So you can always ask for time. You can ask for I will get back to you, asking my seniors, etc. Right? So yes, these all things you will know once you're actually into it, right? But right now you should just know about these two concepts and the basic strategies. All right. Now let us answer this question on how do we negotiate the salary? Okay. How will you say that? Anyone? Come on, salary question. So they already know, no? You before you go, you will already be knowing the salary. Okay, now if at all you are okay with whatever the salary is, right? So this is how you can answer is I am more focused on what is that called? I am more focused on starting my career with an esteemed organization like yours, right? And because of which I am absolutely fine with whatever salary you offer as per the company norms, right? This showcases your learnings, okay, and how keen you are to start, right? So I'm right now I am or currently I am just focusing on expand or starting my career with an organization like yours, which is why I'm fine with the salary this thing, right? So if you want, you can write this down so that you know it's easy for you to. I am right now, I am more focused on starting my career with an organization like yours. And CAREER. And that's why I'm fine with, that's why I'm fine with the salary as per your company norms. As per your company norms. Okay. I'm fine with the company norms. Now, at times I've seen they give a salary range. Okay, I've seen, if you must have seen the JDs, 4 to 6, 4 to 10, right? Itni gap hai. So then they might ask you, what are your salary expectations, right? Yes, Tejas? 4 to 6. You can always stretch. 4 to 6 to 6 pe atka. Matlab always ask for higher. Okay, but showcasing your worth, right? So what you can say is market. What first you have to research about the market standards. Huh? What are the market standards usme actually? Okay, so in this case, what you can say is I'm looking for a package, and don't give a particular number. You also have to say a range, right? Yes, I'm also looking for, I'm looking for a salary package of 5 to 6 lakhs, or you can say thing. And you know, directly don't start with that. I'm looking for, start with considering my experience, considering my qualification and the passion for this field, right? Experience, guys, you can also say that, right? Considering me having 1 year experience as well, right? So I would definitely request you to reconsider the package, right? So use such words, okay? Definitely request you to reconsider. So it should not be seen that you're greedy, right? But you're requesting to reconsider the package because you showcase your work, right? And I'm expecting around 5 to 6 lakhs per annum. right? Or you can say 6 to 7 per annum, right? Not an issue. Okay. This much is fine. And any other fancy words you want from Google? कर सकते हो. Yeah, she's a Google queen. Huh. Yes, you can, but as I said, कहीं से भी लगना नहीं चाहिए that yes, you are greedy for money, right? So this is how you can negotiate. Okay, let me tell you a couple of more HR interview tricks. Huh? This is what had happened earlier also. Finance में था there 2 years back. I guess it was an online interview only. All right. This girl was asked, okay, she was prepared and all everything, and this position was for morning shift. You know what tricked, how the interviewer tricked her? He started with negative. Okay, well, madam, I hope you know that this particular position is for night shift. And then she was like, no, sir, but I was told that this was for morning shift. Seriously, khatam. She was actually tricked. What she should have done? Take a minute. Provided you should be able to. What if you are not willing to work in night shifts? No. Never. That's what I said. Never start with no. Right? This is again something which you can leave for negotiations later on. Then you can just say, ki, sure, sir, no problem. Let's go ahead with the interview. Right? And then once you show your worth, you show your value, you answer every question. And then when they ask, do you have any questions for you or us? Sir, I just need to clarify, because when this job description was told to us, this information was told to us, it was for morning shift. And so is it for morning or night? I would like to clarify, right? Then if he says if it's for night shift, then you can say, ki, is it possible to negotiate on this shift? Because for me, night shift would be an issue, right? I'm really interested in this job. I really am interested in this position. However, I request you to kindly reconsider this particular issue for me. This, I mean, that's what I said, leave some room for negotiation at the end, no? Right? Pehli argument mode mein chale jate ho. No, and this is all I said, ye sare trick karne ke liye hai aapko. See, always remember, final jawab aapka hoga, right? Yes or no. So why do you want to argue with him then and there? Negotiate karo na, right? And that is why I told you, negotiate. And then when he really liked you, he will definitely do something, because he also doesn't want to leave a good candidate, right? Then maybe he can say, let's, if you can manage for 1 month, and then definitely I will do something about it, you know. Sure, sir, if you could write about that in my appointment letter, because most of the interviewers promise verbally and then kuch nahi karte. So you can request, sure, sir, thank you very much, but I would request you one more thing. If you can write this in my appointment letter, so that, you know, so I'll definitely work, I'll definitely adjust for 1 month, but I would like to have morning shift post that, right? So negotiation ke liye thoda room to chahiye na, that's why, right? So they will ask you this. So you may have to negotiate your shifts. You may have to negotiate your profiles also, right? When you ask them about the profile, okay? If you are put in some other this thing, right? That's why I said read the JDs very well. Okay, ask questions. You can negotiate on that as well. And as I said, negotiations may never start with something. No, I don't want to do this. Right? But use words like I am more interested in this, or my expertise lies more in this. So I would request you to kindly consider me for this position rather than this. Is it possible for you? You know, so ask all these, right? Puchna hai, be assertive, right? Polite yet firm. Okay, but you will only be able to negotiate when you show your worth at the end of the interview, right? And if they are like, no, we are ready, Sure, sir. Thank you very much for trying. बाद में आने के बाद you can reject whatever reason, right? But at least see, when you are there, at least you are leaving that impression with him, right? He may come back to you also when you say no, right? Okay. राजू से सीखो रस्तोगी, हाँ में हाँ नहीं मिलाना है, assertive, right? Be assertive. Then be assertive, right? What you want. See, guys, why? Don't be miserable otherwise. Once you join the organization and you don't get what you want, you dare not leave your organization for 2 years. Huh? And most of the freshers do. Le lete, and then they get the reality check. 6 months, 3 months, 1 month, it will affect very badly, guys. That's why. Just be very this thing. Yahan pe also you might get choices. Okay, you may get choices here. Shh, look here. Sarah, I really want to ask, what is your background? Acha, so cover letter me you have written about that agri this thing. Khet ke you gave, no? Khet ka, but you have written about your agri background, no?
Agri background means मैंने projects वगैरह किए थे या देखा था जाके.
Perfect. So actually did that. Wonderful.
Tractors वगैरह.
Wonderful, because that was a great connect. I thought you made this up, but seriously, that was a great connect then. Right? The cover letter dekho iska, really nice. You are hello. Everything ratta nahi marna. Others, anyone who's written cover letters, likha hai? Absolutely as per the GD. As per the GD. Right? Okay. So this is about the negotiations. This is about the interviews. I hope everything is clear, guys. Okay. Sorry? Why do you want to ask about domain? Matlab?
They will allot any position.
No, so what? So ask na. See, Sahil has given that deck. Na, wahan pe questions likhe na ki what may be my responsibilities or whom I should be reporting to. Ask questions on that. Na. What tools I'll be working on? Will I be able to get some trainings on that? Right? Who will be my team members? Okay, so ask questions about that. So automatically domain ke baare mein pata chalega na aapko. Isn't it? What else?
The domain is like data analyst position, but what if they ask, they tell us about that you will get another position and we have salary more in that position?
Negotiations again. You have to think about your interest, right? That's why I said ki when you're going for interviews also understand.
We are looking for data analyst only and we should go for that.
No, they are just asking. No. They just ask you that are you willing? Okay. See again over here, guys, listen here. Again, immediately, sometimes you may have to do some decision making there, right? Okay, we have another position for you. So how about this one? Right? So you understand that situation also probably. And then again, keep your intention in mind. That's what I said. What is your interest? What is your intention? Why are you joining that organization? पैसों के लिए कर रहे हो? Your profile is very interesting. या फिर the name of the organization is like, wow, let me just get into this, yeah. No matter whatever the position, right? So keep your interest ready. Keep your intention ready. Why are you joining that organization? That will help you. That's why read the JD properly, right? Now, if at all, if they say कि we have a different position for you, okay? वहाँ पे salary ज़्यादा है. If your interest is money, you will go there. Or if your interest is, I just want to join that company because the name is good, you will still take that. But if you are more interested in the profile, you will not take that, right? I am fine. That's why be very specific about your interests, right? Got it, everyone? Make a note of that. That be sure about your intention and interest of joining that organization. Okay? Be sure about. the interest and please turn the pages lightly. Don't make sound. That is very, very unprofessional. What did I say? Be sure about your intention and interest of joining that organization, because this will help you negotiate, right? कि boss आपको क्या चाहिए, right? That is very important. See, this also helps me take my decisions also. Sometimes, you know, ऐसा होता है freelancers life. 5 projects एकदम से आ जाते हैं. Then I choose my interest, right? ऐसे जाता है, अरे ये तो friend है यार, करना ही पड़ेगा. This is not interesting. You know, so I check for my interest, my this thing. How do I choose the projects, right? So that helps me actually better, you know. So that helps me negotiate also. कोई ऐसा client है, forget it. I'm busy right now. Sometimes, you know, I quote the client very high because I don't want to work for him. My charges are this. He won't come back only. I don't want to work with him, right? So I check the interest, right? Because I knew somewhere कि client ने last time किसी और के साथ ना payment का issues किया था. So keep your interest and intention ready. Believe me, you will be able to take your decisions better. Okay. So this is all what makes you confident. What is it that you want? Got it? Right? Super. So yes, this is what was about the negotiations, and yes, this much at least you know about negotiations. That's absolutely okay, because you will be able to handle negotiations, right? But again, consider what you want and consider what he wants, right? Okay, the ones who have written the cover letters can just show it to me. Now, before going, I want you all to just make a list. Now, next Friday, where your HR mocks will be, okay? How I'm going to conduct it, it's going to be online, so we can sit at the comfort of our houses and do this. We'll start exactly at 9. 20 minutes I give to every person, okay? Now, I want you only to make your list. Who wants to go first? So that person logs in only at that time, because it's going to be one-on-one. All right. So you can make a list and give it to me by Friday. Okay. 9 to 9. Alphabetically karna hai. Alphabetically karo, no problem. All right. You make. 9 o'clock I want. 9 it will start. Your timings are 9, but next Friday, 31st. Okay. You give me the list. Okay. Then I will decide if that particular person is ready for the interview or not. Whatever it is, you give me. However it is, whatever, you give me the list, 9 to 9:20. So then accordingly I will decide. So I guess 3 people in 1 hour, 15 minutes we bus ho gaya actually. So 4 minutes, 15 minutes is too. No. Shh. Are baba, feedback pan asto. Then 15, 10 is too less. 15 is fine because I need to give the feedback also. So 4 minutes, 4 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, around 16. So around, yeah, 4 to 5 hours I'll take, maybe 9 to 1 and 2 o'clock I can start with the other batch. All right. Yes, there are marks for this. And as I said, I will be assessing you on your overall verbal communication, your pace, confidence in your tone. The tone should be assertive, positive. Your articulation, your structure of your answers, okay, and your language proficiency, okay. So this way you will have marks out of 10, plus of course your remarks, and this will be given to the placement. Passing marks is 50% marks. All right. So this, no, because this, and I have to actually make an elaborate report on each one of y'all. Because accordingly, this report will help the placement team to place you accordingly. So if you want to get placed in better companies, no, please practice more. Then you will be placed in better companies, right? Because if 50% marks honge na, तो वही टाइप की कंपनीज आएंगी. हाँ यश, हाँ पेमेंट भी उतना ही होगा, राइट राइट. Okay, one more thing, after HR mocks, I don't know when they are going to open that pool for y'all, right? Maybe 15 days later or आपका जब खत्म होगा, then take that opportunity, take that time to practice more, Rishabh, right? Take that time to practice more, Aarti, right? Neeraj, you still have time, okay? Maybe if they decide, okay, April में नहीं डालना है, May में डालना है, good, consider that. I'm just good. Okay, April में okay, April 15 में डालना है, all right? हाँ, okay, yeah. So now everyone just wants to give the interviews. Everyone is like, yeah, अभी interviews देना है, right? Okay, so yes, Friday को we will do this again, situations पे storytelling, we will do that. Let's prepare 4 to 5 situations. One we'll do that. Then the other soft skills, which is remaining problem solving strategies and go dekhte. That again from the soft skills perspective, I will share. Maybe you can use those strategies in your projects also, tech projects also, right? So that I will be sharing. Okay. And और क्या बचता है? Please, project presentations practice जिसको करनी है, please do that. Right, Neeraj, better on Friday. Others also who read today, try to say it without reading. Okay, and please give me the list on Friday who wants to go first. 9 to 2, we will mock list. All right, chalo. Gauri, Pratiksha, thank you very much. Pratiksha, Sanas, Priyanka, why are you not attending? Cover letters, please give it to me here right now. I'll just have a look quickly. Cover letters there. Okay, I'm ending the session. Gauri, if you have written any cover letters, you can just put it across on the group, on my this thing. Right, chalo, thank you. I'll see you on Friday.